Welcome, everybody. It is finally here. The Tournamen Legends final. And to my left is the amazing, sharply dressed, prime time ready Mr. Zubaz. How's it going?
We are doing well here tonight.
Oh, man, looking real sharp. And then over there in the boy, no bias at all.
No bias at all, baby. Let's go.
Oh boy, we have got a doozy for you today. It is the finals. I've been looking forward to this for weeks. My heart's been pounding just thinking about it. What are you guys' thoughts about today?
I have tried to remain as neutral as possible here. That's always a challenge. I feel like I've got, two of my closest gaming DCL friends here, and they're at each other's throats in the softest possible way. So I, we'll see how it goes, but I'm excited.
I too am excited. I am very curious to see which one of them crumbled under the pressure, or if it was both of them. I don't know.
I'm trying not to say anything. I did make the finals, and so when we go to the live screen, the main screen where we do the gaming, I won't be there. So this is the only screen I'm going to be on. The boy and Zubaz will be taking it away, and they're going to do great. But let's get this rolling. We're a little bit behind today.
Why does Josh sound real quick? Why does Josh sound like a proud parent? They're going to do great.
They're going to do great.
They're going to be.
They're going to do so great.
Oh man.
Let's get it rolling. Let's just jump straight into the rules. We're going to go over the rules real quick, and then we'll go over the rosters, but then we're just going to jump straight into the gaming. But most people know the rules already, but let's go ahead and show off the rules right now. Whoever wants to talk about it, go for it.
Sure. Let's. I'll take the rules. I've explained them before. So yeah. General rules. We've got a bunch of tunes that are banned. No Black Flash. No Azrael. No reset teams. We also banned Aquaman at the last second because he proved to be pretty formidable. No board refreshes. You've got to be playing all your matches in the top 5,000 if you're G11, and we've only got G11 players left, so that's all that matters here. Both boards must be in the same rank. So, over the course of your run, if you have a good run, you're going to wind up increasing, and we don't want you in the top 1,500 for your second board. Can't enter the top 100. We've got tiebreakers as most number of 3-star wins. Total time during matches is the second tiebreaker. Tunes are allowed 1 revive before they're counted as lost. So think of somebody like Solomon Grundy. He can only come back once before he is dead. I don't think either of the finalists here have any revive tunes, but I could be wrong about that. And swapped tunes can no longer be used. We'll kind of explain why the rosters are the way that they are in a moment here. So for the qualifying round, everybody had a 10-tune roster. You complete 20 Wraith matches within your correct rank. Records are based off of tunes won and lost. So you've got 4 tunes in every match. If you lose one, it's a 3-1 round. You just keep accumulating that as we go. Top 4 records advanced immediately to the quarterfinals. So this was a change from the previous Tournament of Legends. So previously it was just the top 8 would advance. We had a simple bracket. This round for for TOL 3, we've got the top 4 records advanced straight to the quarterfinals, and then records 5 through 12 competed in our brand new wild card round. Wild card round, we seeded it based on their records. So the 5 hit the 12 seeds, 6 versus 11, etc. All the way down to 8 versus 9. You have to use the same roster that you used in your initial qualifying round, so no swaps for that. Same thing, you complete 20 Wraith matches within the appropriate rank. Records, again, based off of tunes lost. It's the exact same thing as the qualifying round, with the winners of these head-to-head matches now advancing to the quarterfinals. So the qualifying round, everybody is just ranked. Now we're in the head-to-head section. For the quarterfinals, match-offs were based off of qualifying seeding. So the best record in the qualifying round got the top seed, 2 versus the seed, all the way down. You kind of see how that works, and we'll show you the brackets here in a couple minutes. You have to now swap 5 tunes from your original 10 rosters, and they are done for. So if you used Lex in the first round, you can no longer use Lex. He is done. After that, you complete the same thing, 20 Wraith matches within the correct rank, followed by records again based off of tunes lost, but these are now head-to-head matches. So it matters which seed you went up against. It's not just the top 4 advance. And in fact, I think some some players with slightly worse records did in fact advance. The winners advanced to the semifinals. When we hit the semifinals, you swap the other 5 tunes. So now you are using a completely different roster than you did when you started in the qualifiers. Some people were coasting with Dr. Poison, and now they no longer have Dr. Poison in their arsenal. Same thing, 20 Wraith matches within the correct rank. Records again based off of tunes lost. Winners advance to the finals. A perfect round would be 80-0. And that is how we wound up where we are here tonight in prime time. You now swap the first 5 tunes that you brought in from your last team. You swap those out. We up the final to 100 is your total final score here. So 25 Wraith matches within your correct rank. 1 board refresh is allowed for -8 points. And the reason we did that, we wanted the final to be a little exciting. We don't want somebody to get stuck on a team that they absolutely cannot beat, and all of a sudden it tanks their entire score. We could have somebody look at their board and say, hey, I don't think that I can beat this. Let's just do a board refresh, and then we can keep moving on. After that, when we submit our rosters, every player got to submit 10 tunes, and you had the option, it wasn't required, but you had the option to ban 1 tune from your opponent. And we'll see how that played out in a moment here. Again, tonight, records will be based off of tunes lost. A perfect round would be 100-0. And that is pretty much how we are going to crown a legend here tonight.
All right, and then
well said. Well said, Zubaz.
I just realized you said let's show the brackets. We're going to show the brackets, and I totally forgot to bring the brackets. Okay. Take a picture of the brackets. I have the final picture of the brackets. It's there somewhere. So what we'll do while I'm looking for that picture, we'll have the boy go over the rosters, talk about the rosters for both people here, and I'll just go.
There we go.
That up.
I was going to do this in the qualifying round. M4 brought a roster of Aquaman, the good one, Barda, Dr. Poison, Cheetah, which seemed to be a popular pairing amongst the TOL representatives, Terra, Deadman, Grodd, Mr. Miracle, Catwoman, and Star Sapphire. He had a pretty impressive qualifying round, if I remember correctly. What was his score?
I literally cannot remember the scores. I believe he went 78-2 or something, or it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was an unbelievable score. He then chose to throw in the trash Deadman, Grodd, Miracle, Catwoman, and Sapphire, and bring in a new 5 for the next round. The quarterfinal round, he replaced those with Arcus. Great choice. Shiva, we all know M4 loves his Shiva. Red Hood, Hippo, and the Red Robin to round out that super nice Red Robin, Red Hood, Arcus team comp. Then he swaps out the first 5 that he kept, brings in a new 5 for the semifinals, replaces those with Superboy, Stargirl, Brainiac, Lex, and Donna Troy. Remember, Donna Troy herself is not banned, just the combination of her with World's Greatest Detective. So there we go. And into the finals. M4 replaced those with Booster Gold, Darkseid, Wonder Girl, Riddler, and last TOL's MVP herself,
savior.
Enchantress.
You knew he wasn't gonna leave home without her. He just can't.
You knew, yeah. After what she did to him for him, and to him, kind of, but for him in the last TOL, you knew he couldn't not bring her again. Now with this roster, M4 submits this roster to Josh, and Josh now has
before you say the ban.
Oh,
who do you think? Or who would you guys ban here?
Zubaz, who would you ban? I know who I would ban.
So I personally would ban Lex here. I think Lex is the one that kind of, he could carry you to pretty much any victory here. So that would be my choice.
Yeah,
mine as well.
I agree with you guys because I banned Lex.
So Josh bans Lex. which makes M4 now in a little bit of a pinch because of the timing of everything. And M4 decided to gamble on the Superman rework and bring Superman into the final round of the TOL.
This was controversial. This was very
this was
controversial.
Is it really M4 without a little controversy? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, M4. I love you.
Controversy creates cash. That's how we do it. Yeah,
Exactly.
I mean, what M4 was doing is he was believing the hype. He was believing that the Superman rework would be so good, and it could backfire. You know, it could absolutely blow up in his face. It could be bugged, which we know it was bugged for about the first 24 hours. And so we're going to talk about later when it was that M4 did his final round and whether or not he was playing with that Superman bug. So we'll talk about that in a little bit.
To note, based on that as well, with what Zubaz said, is both contestants played their matches to my knowledge, after the reworks dropped.
Yes, that is true.
So both of them had kind of that unique sense where they were also trying to figure out how the tunes worked on defense, and they were, we'll find out if they were able to adapt or not.
Yeah, right? I believe this is the first TOL where the finals overlapped over the release of the new tunes.
It's because we added that wild card round. It added just a little bit of time, and so it pushed it into the next round, which is fine. The interesting thing about it is it not only impacts the offense, like we do have M4 here taking a gamble on Superman, it impacts the matches you see too, because when you're refreshing the board right after the new tunes have been released, everybody wants to play with those new tunes. So there's a very good chance. We have not seen these videos, but we are expecting that we're going to see a bunch of Superman, Nightwing, perhaps Supergirl in these videos because everybody is so excited to play with the new reworks.
Yep, I agree. Let's see. Joshurawrs, the challenger,
This is
right?
Me? Yeah.
That was the defending.
That was the champion. Yeah.
That was the champion. Now this is the challenger. A new challenger arises in the form of a dinosaur. And in the opening round, Josh said, "I'm not leaving anything to chance this round. I'm bringing the big guns. I'm bringing Lex. I'm bringing Stargirl. Match made in heaven." If you guys don't watch Josh's streams, that's one of his favorite duos right there. Barda, Aquaman, the good one. Wonder Girl, Riddler, Brainiac, Red Hood, Red Robin, and he finally, for the first time in history, brought Arcus to round 1.
I did not want to mess around, and it's interesting is I brought him. So if you think like, oh, if you just make it to the next one, you only get to use it for one round. I wasn't expecting to go straight to the quarterfinals. I was expecting to go to the wild card round, so I thought this will give me a chance to use Arcus twice.
Boom. So then, boom. First round, Josh had a great score as well. I think he lost 4 or 5 or 6,
something like that. I don't want to say 2 or 3 tunes. I can't remember.
Very, very, very good round. Very good round. So he automatically went to that quarterfinal, and he carried over Lex, Stargirl, Barda, Aquaman, and Wonder Girl. And then he brought in that duo, the Batgirl Harley with I went out of order here, but Batgirl Harley with the Wonder Woman Coda, the Terra, and the Hawk Girl. Had a good round there because obviously he moved on, and then he had to drop the dynamic duo of Lex and Stargirl and bring in Medphil, special place in my heart for that one. Ultraman, also a special place in my heart for that one. Superboy, Darkseid, and Martian Manhunter for some speed. Again, Josh won his semifinal round, so he made it to the finals and replaced those with There Is the Tournament favorite duo, I would say. The Cheetah and Dr. Poison dynamic one-shot the whole team duo with his favorite Batman villain in the game, Two-Face. And Impulse, shocking pick there, right? Maybe a little bit. I didn't expect it, but and Enchantress. So common theme here. You have the double Enchantress lead from both of the finalists, saving that that RNG damage immunity for the end here.
So who would you guys ban here if you're looking at my roster?
Zubaz, you go first because I think we're gonna differ on this one.
We are. So my personal, I would have banned Dr. Poison here. Only because I think she's just too good. I think if you want, you could ban Cheetah, but he still has Martian Manhunter, or vice versa. Yes, if you ban Dr. Poison, he still has Two-Face, who does some of the same things, but just not quite as well. So I think for busting through awareness and for just ease of taking out a huge potent offensive weapon, I would ban Dr. Poison.
And what about you, DuBois?
Now, when I look at this, I kind of looked at this team comp, this group of 10, and I thought if Josh got into a long match, he doesn't really have anybody to soak the damage if I banned Ultraman. If Ultraman wasn't there, besides maybe a Darkseid getting a little bit tankier from the stamina ups, or Medfill, taunting, whatever, but those aren't like true tanks. Whereas Ultraman is kind of the beef of this lineup. So that was where I would probably go with this one, because if he got caught in a long match, he doesn't have Lex to heal, and he wouldn't have Ultraman to kind of prolong that match.
I was actually expecting M4 to ban Dr. Poison. But he did
Which
it.
I think he knew. I think M4 was playing serious mind games.
There were some serious mind games, because when I submitted my roster, I changed it literally seconds before I submitted it to Yuzubaz. And there was a lot of things there. You'll notice that I have Two-Face on there, and I usually run Two-Face with Kilowog. I originally had Kilowog on the team in place of Impulse. And I realized, no, I do need Impulse. I thought M4 would then ban Dr. Poison, and then I would bring Impulse in. And then I thought, you know what? M4 is not going to ban anyone. I have a feeling he's not going to ban anyone. And if I don't have Impulse, I don't know what I'm going to do. And so I said, I'm going to trust Two-Face without Kilowog. I slotted in Impulse and then prayed he wouldn't ban Impulse either. But M4 with the master of the 8D chest.
4D chest, right? Or
he didn't ban anyone.
Okay.
And one thing to note here too, guys, is that this all happened live on Josh's stream. Like, we were not expecting that. We were expecting everybody to have some time, take some time, maybe consider things. And I think both of them just kind of got swept up in the emotion, and the people in chat were really like pushing them and egging them on. And then all of a sudden, we just did this live. We just went for it, and that is how we wound up with these rosters.
I wanted it done. Me thinking my roster was stressing me out to all get out. I couldn't.
I'm curious to see in these videos and over the next little bit of time here, are we gonna have Josh thinking, man, I would have banned this one over
probably.
Lex, or are we gonna have M4 seeing and say, man, I wish I would have actually banned this tune, right? I think that's gonna be we'll see, right? They say hindsight's 20/20, but
I'll go ahead and run through the bracket here. I found the picture, I found the image, so I'm just going to run through it real quick to how we got here. And as you can see, it started the wild card rounds on the far right. We had Pingzo versus Streets Ahead. We had on the far left, K-Money and Doomsday on the west coast. And on the east coast, we had Vagrant versus Best Master, and then Hawkeye versus Merciless. Streets Ahead did defeat Pingzo and advanced to the quarters, and then Doomsday defeated K-Money and advanced to the quarters. And then we had on the East Coast, we had Vagrant defeating Best Master, and then we had the Merciless defeating Hawkeye. So in the quarterfinals on the west side, over here actually, it was almost Def, and he was the number 1 seed, going 80-0 in his tournament debut. And versus Streets Ahead, he did defeat Streets Ahead to advance to the semifinals. And then I was versus Doomsday. I went ahead and advanced to the semis as well. And then it was M4 versus Vagrant. Very close match. This was the quarterfinals are very controversial for M4. A lot of he got a little upset during his quarters run there, but he did get the win. defeated Vagrant, and then moved on. And then Merciless went ahead and defeated Bloody Vendetta. Both scores were almost identical for Merciless and Bloody Vendetta. Bloody Vendetta put up an amazing run, and Merciless just barely edged him out by 1 point. And then we have in the semis was M4 versus Merciless, and then Almost Death versus me. And what was nice is I did my run and Almost went directly after. I was fortunate enough, I was scared out of my mind going against Almost Death. Such a powerful player with a huge roster. I did get the win, and then M4 did squeak out a win against Merciless to get where we are now, which is me versus M4 in the finals. This is going to be crazy.
The classic rivalry of DC Legends coming to a head.
This is it, yeah.
A tale as old as time.
No other better way to say it. But I think it's time.
I think it's time.
All right.
I think it's ready to everybody wave goodbye to Josh. Josh is gonna go be our production man.
Yeah.
And
I am sitting out. I don't want to give away anything because if I know if I'm gonna win or lose, it's gonna be all over my face, and I'm not gonna be able to hide that. So, you guys take it away. Guys, enjoy the shows.
Just to reiterate, guys. So me and DuBois have absolutely no inside knowledge of what is about to transpire here. We vaguely know the length of each run, and that's about it. We have no idea on records or anything like that. So our live reactions are going to be your live reactions as well.
Oh, before we go, take a look at the scores there at the bottom. This is if you wanted to know what this turn was. M4 was 229-11, and I was 228-12 for the tournament. So pretty evenly matched.
Josh, that's pretty good.
I think that's pretty good. All right.
One has to wonder what happened the last two times.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Real quick, Josh, you got a bunch of subs and stuff
going
on.
Oh my goodness,
there.
yeah, we did. So big shout out to Burger and Bloody Vendetta also with the subs, and also Itra Molnar did also follow. So thank you guys for that. I appreciate it. Sorry if I can't be shouting those out as we go, but guys, I really do appreciate the support. Thank you so much. But let's get it going, guys. Take it away.
Get off the screen, Josh. All right, man. This is the main event, as they say, right? Before we kind of press play on these, Zubaz, now that Josh is gone, I'm gonna put you on the spot here. Do you got any predictions? What do you think?
My prediction is pain. That is the prediction.
Okay.
That's the prediction.
So for those of you,
listen. I love both these guys. Josh, I'm one of his head guys in the 1500, and I really hope the best for him. People know that M4, I appear on his stream all the time. Some people, they think of me as his sidekick at this point. They're like, wow, Zubaz is here all the time. And we are kind of a dynamic duo. It's if M4 is Batman, I am M4's sidekick, slightly more attractive and athletic Batman. So the dynamic duo of Batman and Batman. I have no prediction for who will win.
So, okay, one more question, then we'll get it started. Then we were talking about sports betting before we started this thing. I'm just going to segue it into this.
Okay.
Over, under 80 points for each of them.
Under. I'm going under on both.
Okay. All right. That's what I like to see.
You know what it was? They were both just so sad sacks about playing and everything. And it just, I think a score between 60 and 80 could get the dub here. And I'm excited to see that. I think if they were placing bets on a favorite, I do think M4 would actually be the slight edge of the favorite. Yeah. I think Joshurawrs has home field advantage, but M4 has the experience. He is the returning champion. Mm-hmm. You can absolutely never count him out. So
you never can. And M4's been here before. Josh hasn't.
Josh has never, prior to this tournament, been past the qualifying round.
Exactly. So I would put the line probably at about 7.5 points for M4.
Yeah, Josh is playing with house money at this point.
Yeah, Josh playing with house money. So, but we'll kind of go ahead and get it started because we got a lot of video to watch. We
Do it.
got a lot of matches to watch, so we can watch Josh apparently collect his missions while we're
I
doing this.
will mention it now. Joshurawrs, if you are seeing his screen in the bottom left, there's a little number there. It's a yellow number that kind of goes up and down. Josh wore a heart rate monitor during
Yes, he
his
did.
run, so we can see exactly how much pressure he is feeling and how intense it's going to get here.
Okay. So M4 refreshed his board, and I don't think I saw very many Supermans. And Josh's first board has 3 Supermen
Yep,
led teams.
at
Um,
least. And a Nightwing, I see.
Yep.
Yeah.
Whereas M4 on the right has more of a standard. I mean, Darkseid out of lead, but Darkseid under Lex is pretty potent. Um, you know what I want to see, Zubaz? I want to see someone Superman just open the matchup and just obliterate them. That's what I want to see. And then I want to see the long pause that's gonna happen, hopefully, in one of these videos or both of them.
So we
happens.
can mention now. So M4, he did gamble on the Superman rework, but he did not run his tournament run until after they fixed the stun bug on Superman, which was kind of a big mistake. If he had run that first day where Superman could stun through debuff immunity, he would have had a massive advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see that. So right now you can see Josh kind of going through his roster. He's seeing a Martian Manhunter Black Flash. He knows that he does not have Aquaman at this point. That could be trouble, but he does have Cheetah and Impulse. So we'll see what he does
So
here.
I think that should make it a little easier, right? He has a faster speedster. He has the same speed boost. M4 has not moved from this screen. Is M4 stream? No, it's not paused.
Burger Rate
he has not moved. He has been
1000.
staring at this team, thinking, "Who am I going to bring here? What am
You
I
will
gonna
see
do?"
that with M4 a lot, and it is because M4 is calculating everything. He
Every
does
little
not go
thing.
into a match with any chance, but he's beaten Josh to the punch. He is our first match, and we've got Superman, Donna Troy, Booster Gold, and Stargirl. We've got opposite Lex, Harley, Darkseid, and Shiva, and Superman already going to work.
I mean, here we go. It's the first match of the TOL, and we have a Superman, right? I mean, there it is. The Rebirth 5 booster just blowing up Darkseid. Just is there damage on that team now to take care of Superman? I don't know.
You know that he's got Lex. The only thing that I'm curious about is it doesn't look like he's got any sort of anti-evasion to deal with Harley. So he is taking a gamble here. And that Donna is
there's the anti-evasion right
there.
there.
Goes Harley.
Whew. All right, so Josh is also starting on the left here with a Cheetah, Impulse, Dr. Poison.
That Dr. Poison.
That Dr. Poison strat.
And
man.
there goes
Okay,
M4
M4's
4-0.
Woo-wee.
Go over
right.
here with Josh. Impulse takes the speed away and then right into it. Dealing with a nasty King Shark on the other side. I'm going to go ahead and say that I am the self-proclaimed king of King Shark, and he's not somebody that you don't want to leave him alone.
So Josh is thinking a little bit here what he's going to do with this Darkseid, because Poison's going next.
Right.
What do we think he's scared of here? I mean, wouldn't the move here just be to just either stun someone or AoE clear the awarenesses? I mean, it doesn't really matter because
right. I think he's
Poison's
considering
going next,
turning them down, perhaps, but no, looks like he's going for the stun.
Because
here's the poison AoE,
and that's it. That's GG.
Really,
well played.
Really, Josh overthought that one a little bit. We saw his heart rate go up to 110.
Okay, so 4-0. Both matches starting out 4-0. That is like, I mean, both these guys only lost maximum 12 points over 4 rounds. So like 4-0 is not a bad start for either of them. Let's see. M4. Look at that 130 heart rate. Holy smokes. he's breathing some fresh, like a sigh of relief there. You know how they say get the early game jitters out, right? Um, maybe that's what that was. But M4 is on the right facing another Lex and Harley team. Another
Nastiness
one of
with
those.
Black Mask and Terra. It's
Yeah.
not a gimme, but he's still riding Superman, so we'll see how that goes. Josh now looking at a Dove. Interestingly enough, don't often
Interesting.
see Dove kind of by herself in the evasion front like that, but
Also in
I
the
would
leader
think that
spot.
right. I would think that that's somebody that Poison can just handle with that ridiculous can't miss AOE. But we will see. For those of
I
you
don't.
following along here too, we've got our flags in the upper corners here. If you're not familiar with vexillology, we've got Joshurawrs representing the United States of America, M4Y15 representing the Philippines here. And he is into our next match.
And M4 did not get enraged from the Harley there. I think M4 is probably debating, okay, is he just gonna do the taunt? And oh my gosh, the just one shot the Harley through the evasions there. Uh-oh. Whoa. So hold on. Superman has debuff immunity on him, and he's at like no HP. This
A
this could get
shield from
spicy. The
Stargirl comes
shield.
through.
There, here comes the call assist. I don't know.
He can't buff. He
That's
can't do
close.
anything.
He can't do anything. This is gonna be good.
He's
This is gonna be
stacked
good.
with debuffs.
If he gets a turn though, this is gonna
Oh,
call. No, he can't do anything still. He's still got the debuff immunity. So he has to stun. Lex is already stunned. Okay, so this is maybe we got a little too excited, but that was
now he's got death immunity. That should save him for the rest of the
yeah.
way.
Ooh-wee.
I would have liked to have seen M4's heart rate there, but we'll see. It's not over quite yet.
It's it. I think that is
Now
probably
it's
all she
over with the
wrote. Because
stuns.
so that was
Oof.
really close to the first tune being lost. Are we? No, we're not paused on the left. Josh is just thinking about this Dove team.
You know what though? That we're gonna see. That could have been enough to shake M4's confidence in
That could have
Superman
been.
just a
That,
little bit.
he was like, man, Superman almost died to Terra. Like, what's going on? I mean, you wanna know what else? What I think would be kind of funny here is during the TOL finals, and maybe someone will do it sometime, or maybe someone will do it now. Is to have something like that happen and then go to the tune screen and rebirth the tune and say that's enough of that mid finals, right? That would be something pretty funny. Okay, so Josh is finally pressing
Finally
battle.
going in. Speaking of rebirth, M4 looking at a full rebirth team on the other side.
Yep.
Looks like we've got a rebirth Spectre, Barda, Flash, and Lex. Josh knows a thing or two about that Lex Flash combo. He
Yep.
once called them the best duo in the game. I think he might have replaced that now with Stargirl Lex, but we'll see.
So Josh is dishing the call assist there onto Cheetah.
Cheetah.
Get more bleeds out there, I guess. Setting it up for this poison AoE that's just gonna
Boom.
demolish everybody. There's Ultraman taking the
Was
shot.
not afraid of that Superwoman hit on Ultraman,
No.
as he shouldn't be. 8-0.
So just off these first two matches, if I was Josh, I'd be feeling real confident with how quickly and easily those matches have gone. If it was M4, I'm only 2 matches in and I almost lost the tune.
Yeah. And
And
Josh said he was hoping and planning for M4 to ban Poison, and right now he's riding Poison. So
I know. Hey, he's got a nasty. Is that a Rebirth 4 Spectre and a Rebirth 4 Arcus? Jeez.
Ooh, this is a bad board to have pulled, it looks like so far, but
Let's I mean these are also the first Spectres we're seeing tonight. If you are keeping track at home. These are the first Spectres we're seeing on either board for either contestant here. I'm curious to see how Josh has the luxury of matching Manhunter Black Flash with Manhunter Impulse. I'm curious to see what M4 is going to do.
yeah, and M4's got a deal. He doesn't have the speed necessarily, so that Flash, based on the comps that he's got out there now, that Flash is going first. really start buffing that Barda and make that an unkillable team. Meanwhile, that Spectre hidden behind a Barda, so that's going to be interesting over there.
I'm curious because M4, if I remember correctly, M4 didn't bring any super hard hitting greens, and he didn't know how hard Superman was going to hit. When I
M4
saw
going in.
M4's roster, actually,
Why
let's
don't
pause
we?
this one.
Yeah, I was going to
Pause
say
this real
pause
quick,
Josh
Josh.
Stars and let's go to the big screen on M4.
Big M4 screen, because I'm very curious how he's going to deal with Barda.
There goes Flash. He
Without
gets lucky with Flash 3 to start. That's a game
kind of
changer.
AI Flash is that, dude? Oh my gosh. But I'm curious. I'm curious to see how he's gonna deal with Barda. He's probably gonna stun her here, is what I assume. Oh, he stuns Spectre. Okay. Oh, he'll stun. No.
He's going right after that Spectre, which is probably the best bet. You cannot let that Spectre do anything, but he's gonna shake off that
But he
stun.
just shakes it off. I that's a little bit risky. That Flash just did some. Okay, here come the heals. This is what I'm worried about.
This
Is
is trouble.
now
This is big
this is
trouble for
bad.
M4.
This is bad because I mean, he's gonna kill Lex maybe here, but he can't really kill Lex without setting off Spectre. But
he gets the kill on Lex, and Spectre
no
does nothing.
Passive proc. Oh, that is RNG at its finest. But I don't know. I don't know. Like, who's gonna kill Barda?
I think it's got to be Darkseid. He's just gonna have to kind of bludgeon her into oblivion here. That is an RB5 booster gold that none of us really have experience with, so he could do some damage too.
Okay, and that is also a Rebirth 5 Superboy who does more damage than, again, we are used to. Okay, Darkseid. Jeez.
Spectre, man.
Is that also a Rebirth 5 Darkseid? I don't remember if he
is
took
not a Rebirth
Darkseid.
5. I believe he's RB3.
Okay, RB3. RB3. So
mistaken.
here's this. He's gonna go ahead and stun Barda here. He's gonna shield with booster. At least this is what I'm assuming is with a play, because you don't want to trigger Barda and then he's
one shot.
He said, "I don't care about Barda. She is not gonna do anything to me. Who cares? I have Darkseid."
And there is
another
4. I
Wow.
do think that luck played a big time in terms of what the AI was doing, but at the same time, luck is part of this game. That is part of what we do here. So you can't fault him for it, and that was great.
That was impressive. I'm not gonna lie. Like, when I saw that team and then I saw what he brought, I didn't think there was any way he was gonna get past the Barda. I still don't know. I mean, if he gets up to a higher Rebirth 3, Rebirth 4, Rebirth 5 Barda, if he sees any of those, I don't know. Here's an Enrage. Here's an Atrocitus Wonder Girl. What is this? 2020?
You know what?
2019.
Gear your tunes, guys. Gear and level your tunes. M4 would have lost if he's rolling with 10.5, level 70, anything like that.
There's no way.
Gear your tunes.
There's no way. In the spirit of Joshurawrs.
Josh is not allowed to comment. He's not allowed to be here. Gear your tunes. All right. Meanwhile, Josh we did pause him, but I think he is taking his time with this match, which is maybe not the hardest match, but is certainly ugly, and you can't make any mistakes because of how highly powered those tunes are.
I mean, that Rebirth 4 Spectre gets loose, that's dangerous. That Rebirth 4 Arcus gets loose, that's dangerous, right? If Black Flash is allowed to get a turn, sometimes he just takes over a match, right? I mean, if he resets you and then he does it
impulse
again.
So you get that impulse in there, you should be okay. Meanwhile, M4 now finally looks like he's going back to Superman. And as we said, I think that second match where Superman almost died, I think that really shook M4's confidence in Superman.
Yep. And it's a Rebirth 4 Zod on the other side, a Rebirth 5 Harley, and a Rebirth 1 Superman. Like, those are some beefy tunes right now. He's bringing
nobody lucked out here. Nobody got like a 18K team on their roster. It doesn't look like so.
I mean, both of these guys are staring at Yeah, both of these guys are staring at 39K teams. Like that's insane. That's
Oh,
that's that's
and
where we're
this
in.
is notable too. M4 is facing a Superman now. This is the
Mhm.
first Superman that we've seen on defense.
Correct. Correct. So now, and it's a rebirth one. So it's not a little like a little puny little, Superman that someone was like, I want to play with Superman. This is like someone who has invested in to rebirthing their Superman, and it is a level 80 as well.
M4 going in. All right.
So who would have thought that Josh would be the one taking his time? Not me, not us. Josh doesn't take his time.
Worth noting that Josh is now
Josh
at a
went.
118 resting heart rate.
Oh my
So
gosh.
the stream
Okay,
might end early.
this Superman just went 4 times,
Superman
and
has no HP, but he's got 70% shield from
so
Stargirl.
so both Supermans are just at 0 HP. Whoever loses the death immunity first is gonna die. Maybe, hopefully.
Josh throwing down bleeds. Now, interestingly, Josh did not use Dr. Poison here. This is his first match without
Okay, the
poison.
one shot on that Rebirth 4 Spectre from
Josh
his Rebirth 4
trust his
Two-Face. Okay, Harley's not evading. There goes Superman. There goes his Superman, and they're stunned.
Wonder Girl doing work.
Okay. Josh is in a little bit of a different match. I feel like M4 is in control of this match on the right, but on the left, I feel like Josh is debating. He's kind of looking back and forth. His heart rate's going up to 120, 121. If they can't get to that Superman to get that death immunity off, what are they gonna do?
Here goes
What's he gonna do?
Harley.
Superman gets so many buffs, it's ridiculous. He also New Superman is really good, I think. I think the new Superman is really good. There it is. M4, 16-0, man.
Well, meanwhile,
That's
Josh still
twice.
paused here. Kills. So he should be good with stuns now. This should be a
Yeah, it
GG
should be.
on the left. It looks like we're going to go to 12-0 and 16-0 at this point.
Wow. Well, I mean, now here's the thing. Again, Josh is sitting here, and the lowest any of his tunes have gone is like 75% HP. M4's Superman has gone to 0 twice.
Yeah.
It's gone to 0 twice. Been saved by the Stargirl shield, if I say so myself. Got a
This
weird
is another Superwoman. I'm wondering if Superwoman was in the Alliance points for that week, or something like that.
may have been.
Yeah, because it seems a little odd to keep seeing her, but
I wonder, that's a strategy that maybe, you think about if you guys ever make the TOL finals or if you play in the next TOL, is check to see what the Alliance bonus tunes are before you do your run, right? If
both
there's
teams here. Hold up. Both
Yeah, you're
teams,
good.
neither one facing a leader, but Josh for the first time busting out
Oh,
Enchantress.
there
Let's
and
roll some RNG dice.
so if I remember correctly, Josh doesn't have any enrage negating besides Enchantress,
That's right. So
right?
Enchantress can flip it back, but he doesn't have a Terra. He does not have Stargirl at this point. Nothing that can save him from that enrage. So that's where he's bringing Enchantress out.
You know what I'm seeing right now on Josh's video as we're waiting for M4 to decide what he's gonna do. Is Josh is using his mouse, and I think he's like calculating what the moves are going to be, right?
That
I don't
is
know if you've
exactly what
caught
he's
that.
doing. And if you didn't know, so Josh is a big Queen's Gambit fan. He visualizes the entire match on the ceiling before he plays it, which is why he does so well in these
Yep.
tournaments. So we'll see. We did get the enrage, and Enchantress did flip it back. He did also get the damage immunity. So all
Now,
RNG
okay,
going in.
this is a big that was a big play from Josh over there. He brought Cheetah outside of lead to still activate Cheetah or to still activate Dr. Poison there.
Now hold up. Let's. Josh just won his match. Let's go to
Easy
M4's
peasy,
on the
16-0.
big screen right now if we can, because M4 could be. He does have Superman taunting, but he's got a Wonder Girl
There's no
over
more
on the other
taunting.
side.
There's no more taunt on that Superman.
He's
The
got a
taunt,
booster goal with no true sight, but enough to definitely kill that Wonder Girl, I would
and it's
think.
still a Rebirth 5.
There goes that.
There goes that. Okay, well,
All right, looks like maybe it was
you
less
guys, we
trouble than
wanted
we
you guys to
thought.
lose some. That was in the contract.
Yet, for some reason, M4 is still not sure what he wants to do here.
He's M4 is calculated. I think he's sitting there and he's like, okay, if I do this move, this is gonna happen. If I do this move, this is gonna happen.
Chance that Black Flash can really hurt any of these people, and that's that. So M4 goes to 20 and 0.
So first
20
5
and 0.
matches, perfect. Right? First 5 matches,
right.
perfect.
Josh
Mr.
facing
Producer, you can press
another
play
big
on the
screen.
left again. Perfect. And all right,
Josh
so 5.
looking at RB3 Huntress, RB3 Harley Quinn, RB2 Hal, and a Spectre. Not anything you want to mess with.
And he has to again. He has to bring Enchantress here, right? Because he's not. He can't in the TOL finals. He can't gamble on not getting enraged. So he has to bring Enchantress here, right?
It's the only way to offer some certainty to what he's doing, right? If you're bringing Enchantress, you're worried about the 75% chance of damage immunity, but at least you're minimizing the chance of enrage down to 0. That's the best you can do there.
Now, M4's had some interesting teams over on the right. This is a Cheetah, Owlman, Rebirth 3 Arcus, Rebirth 3 Harley.
I think that character is known as Schmalman. Is my understanding.
I think he is
Schmalman.
Actually. You're right. Actually, I think he's also commonly referred to and lovingly referred to as the best.
All right, why don't we take a second? Let's pause M4 before M4 starts this match, and let's go to the big screen on Josh's screen. We haven't seen Josh yet, and this will also give us an opportunity to even them off after their first 5 matches here.
Good point. Good point. So he's got it. He said, "This is the team I'm running." He's trusting again that Cheetah off lead
from the Zatanna screen. Here we go.
Yep. He's again the Cheetah off lead. Now,
no enrage, but he does get the damage immunity.
The Cheetah off lead, I think, is actually really versatile for Josh's team comps, right? I mean, he can use Cheetah off lead to do that.
And there's that big RB4 Two-Face going to work
ups from Cheetah, right?
Our play. They're all damage immune. Nothing's going to happen here.
This is pretty good.
For the can't miss basic on Harley, so she'll bleed out most likely. Little Hal Hammer on Two-Face is a little concerning, but he had the damage immunity, so not too bad. What do you think Josh does here? Does he do the call assist on Two-Face? Nope, he goes right for the kill.
He just goes for the kill. If you know anything about Josh doesn't mess around when it comes to getting the kills. When he sees a kill, he says, "I'm taking it."
This is a good ad for Two-Face. Unfortunately,
this really is
over, but looking good here.
There we go. I mean,
basic.
that
is all she wrote. We are even at 20 and 0 for both players here. All right.
So matches in. They each have to play 25. So they're 20% done with their TOL finals run, and both of them are 20 and 0. That's got to feel good. If I'm Josh, I'm feeling really good. None of my tunes have come close to dying. If I'm M4, I'm feeling good because I'm 20 and 0, but I've almost lost Superman twice.
Now, that being said, M4 is getting massive support here from his alliance because Josh now has to face Intro of the Owls, and I think another Owl as well. Now, this is post Nightwing rework.
This is the new Nightwing.
Intro is he runs a lot of very what are known as Richard comps. He specifically goes out of his way to do these really interesting crafting stuff, and clearly what he's going for is just a massive invisibility comp here. Mirror Master's going to go off. Spoiler's going to go off because of Nightwing. So we're going to see what Josh can do. I think Josh is just going to rely on poison. And keep in mind, Josh has never seen Nightwing like this before.
M4 is unpaused. I think. I hope. So he's I mean, so you see Josh doing the mouse and visualizing. M4 is doing the calculating meme in his head.
You think that, but I would also note, and this is a slight add, both of them are most likely using the DCL toolkit created by 1500 member Uncanny Dash. If you've never used the DCL toolkit, please, by all means.
The number one info site for all of your DCL needs. Josh just goes right in. M4 goes right in too. All right, so we got side-by-side matches right now.
Josh going for the swipe on Mirror Master, which is an interesting choice. Probably the least scary person. M4 gets a one-shot on Harley from his Superman. That's going to help.
Out the gate. Out the gate. That's just like out the gate. No evades. No evasion. Just popped him.
And there's the big bomb from Dr. Poison. 24-0. Josh going over here, throwing the strength down.
I can't even say that Josh is riding poison. I mean, he's riding a combination of poison and Two-Face, right?
A little Cheetah involved in there as well, but actually, M4 makes
maybe Cheetah is the 24-0.
24-0 for both competitors.
Can we make it a perfect 40-0 on both of them? And yes, I'm caster cursing it.
I assume that both are going 100-0. At this point,
all right, for everybody listening, remember all the confidence that Zubaz had in this going painfully at the beginning. Now he thinks 100-0. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, we'll see how it goes. But the matches are getting uglier now. Will Josh be done in by his own alliance mate, Doomsday, with a RB2 Superman and I believe an RB5
That's a Rebirth
Spectre?
5 Spectre. That's a Rebirth 5 Spectre right there. This could get spicy. And M4 is also on the right dealing with a Harley Spectre team. Maybe not. He backed out, went to a different one. He's got another Harley Spectre Arcus. Here's the 2019 Special Atrocitus Wonder Girl. Right? That was
Bane. Everybody loves Bane.
Who the heck uses Bane? Who is that guy? Tico.
Is an RB2 or RB3 Bane?
I think I mean, you know Josh is probably watching this right now and he's like, I wish I got Bane on my boards. Right? Like he's probably just sitting here like, man, you got a freaking Bane and I got to deal with a Rebirth 5 Spectre. Like
quick shout out here to Doomsday, not only in the alliance with us in the 1500. Doomsday just won World's Finest in raids. And let's see if that's really what takes Josh out is his own 1500 member. That would be a sad sight to see, unfortunately.
Doomsday, if you make him lose, he might kick you. He's been known to make emotional decisions.
Yes, that is very true. That is very true. And that is a nasty team.
That's dirty.
RB5 Spectre, Terra kind of giving all that protection. It's the new Superman. And if I'm not mistaken, Josh played his run before the Superman bug was fixed.
Correct.
So I believe that Josh is facing this Doomsday and that this Doomsday can stun him through debuff immunity. Yes. Yeah.
Doomsday's Superman.
Doomsday Superman. Well, that's what happens when you name yourself after a tune. You insert yourself into the game.
Very good raid tune, by the way.
An incredible raid tune.
This is a match. I think both of these players right now are looking at these matches thinking, I've won 6 in a row. I can't stumble. And both of these teams are teams that they could stumble on.
Josh's resting heart rate now above about 120, it seems. So again, I don't think that this stream is going to go all the way. I think Josh dies after about 40 matches.
It may
complete heart stoppage.
It may go down. Oh man.
Yeah.
This is
Josh looking on the other side too, and this is I think one of the first matches where he's really like I absolutely cannot bring poison here
yeah.
because of Terra, because the damage immunity on Superman, like poison is not going to do much, so he's really got to play this one for real, and he's going in.
He's
Let's go.
going in.
Let's go big screen on Josh here.
Yeah, let's go big screen. That's 1500 versus 1500. Let's see what happens here. 123, 125 heart rate. Here we go.
Chosen in chat saying Josh is losing someone if he goes in. Let's see if that prediction holds out. What does he do first? Swipe on Superman.
Okay, swipe there. He's gonna try to kill Spectre, right? I mean, with his
Wants
big
to
old
kill
rebirth.
Spectre. And he
Oh my
does
gosh.
one
Oh
shot.
my gosh.
RB5 Spectre.
Okay.
That investment is paying off in spades right now.
Oh my gosh. Freaking this hashtag this is an ad for Two-Face, right? I mean, also, check it out here. Now, I feel like Josh is maybe thinking that he needs a little bit of protection from the onslaught that's about to happen. And he had brought in none other than Ultraman
He's got to hope that
provide
Ultraman
protection.
can tank Superman because Riddler is not going to be a
Yes.
problem. I don't think Terra is going to be a problem either unless she gets a clear shot on Two-Face.
Okay, there goes that.
Here it is. Can he stop this
Okay.
Superman? He's checking
This
to see if Superman has debuff immunity. He does. So what's he gonna do? You think he's gonna turn down with Darkseid?
Mhm.
Perhaps kill Terra.
Mhm.
We'll see.
He
We
doesn't
don't know
have
how.
any intups on that dark side right now, so it won't hit. I mean, it might if it crits, but I think he's looking, he's thinking, he's like, okay, here we
Does
go.
the turn down, and here goes
Oh no!
Superman. Ooh,
Oh no!
and that is our first lost tune and our second lost tune.
Oh, Superman's
Ooh.
taking this match over, Zubaz. Superman is saying, hold on. Remember, I'm not your
Doomsday.
everyday tank Superman here.
Doomsday. How are you gonna do it to Josh? Oh.
Oh man, the perfect run ends here.
Josh gonna
He's gonna
AoE to kill
kill.
Spectre. Can he kill this Superman though?
I-
Oh man. So
my
classic matchup, Darkseid versus Superman. Can this Superman kill this Darkseid? That would be a shame. What do we got?
here he's
Nope,
okay.
Josh.
Dark side.
That's the
Okay.
win.
Whew.
25 and 3. Heart rate
That-
above 130. It's our first loss.
So if you guys were curious about if Superman is worth it, right there. Superman almost 1v4'd that entire team. Here we
Yes,
go.
he did.
I actually want to jump over to the big screen on this M4 match here because this one fits in the preparation stage and just right there out the gate. I mean, Stargirl's down HP, right? Wonder Girl's just whipping out the gate. He has to be careful with the Superman buffing here. Oh, okay.
Is this Superman not miss? Is that new?
So I think this must have been the Superman laser doesn't miss. Yeah, the second laser doesn't miss.
Okay.
I think that
There's
M4
Bane
waited
doing.
for them. This is what I think happened. I think M4 waited for them to fix the damage on those lasers. Smart play.
And this
Okay,
very controversial choice of Superman paying off.
paying off
so
big.
far.
Paying off big here. There goes the big old hit on Atrocitus, and
Nothing
wouldn't
Bane
you know
gonna
it?
do.
Bane is the last one left.
It looks great in
All right.
color, but yeah, 28 and 0 for M4. He needs a slight lead, 3-tune lead.
3-tune lead.
Finished our first 7 matches.
Josh is up against a big old Rebirth 5 Barda and a Superman and another Riddler on the other side.
Another Superman. Josh cursing Superman's existence. I've never met anyone that really didn't like Superman. Josh may be in that camp though of people that don't like Superman.
I'm in shock. Like they were cruising. Both of them were cruising, and now just like that in one match, it's almost a full match lead for M4 going into what is this, fight number 8. right?
And now M4 dealing with his first Azrael. Probably not a major concern. He's got Superboy. He's got that Superman who we just showed can just win a match by himself. So
Yep.
probably not too scared. It's only an RB or a L4 Azrael, but it's somebody to keep an eye on.
It is Azrael. If Azrael gets started, he can be a little spicy, right? Josh over on the left has got to be thinking, all right. It looks like he's thinking a lot of greens because he can't bring poison Cheetah because
You see
Terra,
that poison is
right?
kind of
Like,
out of the picture for the most part. You can work around it, but you need a lot of sustain. And, Josh without his Lex doesn't really have the sustain that much.
yep. Let's see what we got here.
Got to see if Josh can bounce back from this. He's
He's shaking a little bit. Yeah,
all shook up
he's
here.
all shook up.
He's looking at this match and he's thinking, "I wish I had Lex." Like more than anything,
100%.
That's what he's thinking. He can't, and
I'm
that's the tournament that he created. Has he done himself in by making rules that ban his own tune? We'll see. We will see.
Again, both of these guys, and they're going through their minds right now, like tactical geniuses that they are, right? M4 the tactical genius, Josh the guy who rode Two-Face and Poison so far. Just kidding. Nice Batman.
I am looking forward to M4's new book that he has coming out. It's called The Art of War 2.
Okay.
He's writing the sequel to Sun Tzu's Art of War, and he's the only one that could do it based on his strategy here in DCL.
So, Josh jumping into that match, taunting with Ultraman, and then immediately getting absolutely stunned by the Superman. Like, you know what? Yeah. Why don't we? I mean, M4 is probably going to take another 10 minutes to decide what he wants to do on this one. So let's pause that and let's go to the big screen, I think. We like these big screens here.
This is nasty. Josh does not know what to do right now. Let's be real.
He doesn't. He's like, do I stun? I can't stun. Do I use these laser eyes? It doesn't matter because I don't have Lex. So, like, what do I do here?
Josh does have some experience with Superboy. Superboy has been a siege bonus tunes a couple times. He got heavy use of him in one of the sieges that Josh did really well in. Also, let's be realistic. If you do watch Josh's stream, you would know that he calls Superboy an idiot all the time. So is that gonna play into this? And Superboy might look at him and say, "You know what? You call me an idiot. I'm not gonna do work for you. We'll see.
I'm not doing anything." He's really thinking about this first move. What do you think he's thinking about? Do you think he's gonna try to purge Superman? That didn't work. That didn't work at all. that didn't work at all.
So now he's just using Darkseid. He can't stun and he can't do damage, so he's just killing his basic, I guess.
Now I guess
he might have been the play there, but
he might be thinking, he doesn't want to trigger Barda, right? Maybe he's thinking, I'm going to hit Superman. I'm not going to do damage to him, so it's not going to proc his leadership, and I'm not going to hit Barda, so it's not going to proc that. Maybe. I mean, that's what my brain thinks. But
so he's back to Superboy, and he gets very confused with Superboy, not sure what he wants to do here. He goes right after Superman again.
But with this, he tried to do the stun. Maybe for the passive to try to proc the passive of Superboy there.
But as we know, Superboy's an idiot. Passives did not proc.
Passives did not proc. All these guys still have debuff immunity. What is
I think my move right now, I would use a big fist on Riddler and see if I can maybe take him out somehow.
And just try to get a kill there.
Try to get a kill and get things rolling if you can. Can't do anything to Superman, who has damage immunity, a ton of buffs, and he's
going after Superman. He's just trying to. I don't know. I mean, his dark side. To Josh's credit here, Josh's dark side is insanely buffed up now from 2 rounds of just hitting Superman and not doing anything. He's got
Maybe
what is
it's
that?
it's his
16
patience.
intups now,
He's
right?
playing the game, and there goes Terra. So that's a good move. Terra
That's a
dead.
good move. I mean, that's some good stuff there.
You know, Josh he has become a very patient player, which is good. You know, a lot of times in chat, a lot of us,
Oh
myself
no.
included, and
Oh,
but no, we're
sorry.
okay. We're okay. We're okay. You know, I frequently just say JFA, man. Just AOE. And Josh is like, no, you have to have patience for when you use these moves. So he was biding his time with Darkseid, making sure he had the power, and he killed Terra. So that was a smart play here.
Smart. And now we're getting, this dark side is not anything to mess around with right now. I mean, he's got
It's
a
real beef.
stack of intups there. And he's kind of tanky, right, with the stamina ups that he's been getting. So
I
let's
think Josh
see.
may be hoping that at some point he can just AoE with that dark side and do a lot of work. Ooh,
Oh,
he's
these
moved.
I think that Superman's gonna end up killing someone here before this match is over. There's no way. There's no way, right? I mean, look how many strength ups he has.
Is mending quite a bit. Josh looks like he's going to go after Bardo with the stuns here. You would think he's looking
He
at
keeps looking at
Superman,
Superman. I think he's really worried about that Superman. Like
as he
really
should be.
worried.
Clearly, Superman is the only tune in the TOL that has cost him tunes so far. So of course he's worried about
Yeah.
him.
And this is fresh after that match where he lost the tunes, right? Um let's Okay, we're going
Josh
after
at this
Barda now.
moment in time, and there goes
Oh my
another
god.
tune, another
That's
lost tune to Superman.
Superman is just saying,
There goes Barda, so
I'm
maybe we
here.
can minimize the damage here. Superboy's got awareness. He's going to live through it.
I
Martian
don't
Manhunter's got
think
a big stack of awareness, so that'll help.
that will help. You know Josh is mad right now. You
Josh,
know
at
Josh
this
is mad.
moment, hates Superman more than I typically hate Superman.
But Zubaz, you bought a Superman shirt.
Did
Oh,
buy one Superman.
that Superman
Superboy
almost
holding
got
on by
another
a
one.
thread.
And this, everybody, is a lesson on why you rebirth your tunes. If that was a regular, wait, you have a rebirth? I
No,
think, does he have a rebirth too? Okay, never mind.
I don't think so.
This is
Kill
a
that
lesson why you
Riddler.
take them L5. I don't know.
Just kill the Riddler. You
You
might
kill the
lose
Riddler.
Superboy, but maybe you get away with one.
This is
Now we
this.
see. Can he at least salvage 3 and 1? He cannot.
No. Oh my gosh, Josh is falling apart to these Supermans. It's coming unglued, Zubaz. Now, the lucky thing for Josh here is I don't think that Superman is gonna kill that Manhunter because the Manhunter has a ton of awareness, and
Think
I
he's in
think
the clear,
I
but
think he's fine. But
2 and 2 will probably looks like we're moving to 27 and 5.
yeah, 27 and 5.
Normally a very good and respectable score,
Mm-hmm.
but this is the TOL finals, and that 5
Yep.
may not cut it. But
When
there
you're in the
goes
finals,
Superman.
5 is maybe something. Um, five is the worst bullet. That hurts. Let's go ahead and play M4 on the right. No, we'll just watch the M4 here. Let him catch up a little bit. I'm assuming Josh is reeling. Look at him, 135 heart
Josh
rate.
facing another Superman. Actually,
This is
very
3 in a
fun here.
row.
He's facing the Justice League. Superman, Batman,
Oh, he
Aquaman, Wonder
is.
Woman. That's so nice. That's nice to see.
M4 just casually taking care. Ooh, that Arcus.
Arcus did get a clear shot at Superman, but not enough to do anything.
Poor Josh. Josh is. If you guys know Josh, Josh is a little bit of an emotional player sometimes, and I think 2 matches in a row, down 5 points, losing 5 points in 2 matches. That's got to hurt a little bit, right?
M4 bringing Stargirl, doing a little bit of work on Azrael, killing Azrael.
Okay.
Same thing with Arcus is going to neuter him.
And Superman just obliterating Arcus. I mean, Superman
Boys,
doing Superman things.
spay, spay and neuter your pets and your chipmunks and arcuses. And that is what M4 has done here with his strength downs. This
Man,
is a
I'll,
this is
I'll
a GG at this point.
I'll tell you what, Wonder Girl is now often forgotten, left behind with remnants of um, the terror that she once wrought upon the DC Legends world. Right? Wonder Girl with Superman,
Hamlet, chill, bud.
really, really good. Hey, you know what? I'm just saying, it's TOL finals. We gotta be something, right? But Wonder Girl Superman, that's kind of nutty. I mean, she clears all the immunities or things that he needs to get rid of away, and then he just punches around with extra strength ups. That's pretty crazy.
Let's go mainstream on Josh's video real quick, only because I want to see not only another Superman, but this is like villains versus the Justice League. This is like a cool thing here. We've
Oh, it
got
is.
Two-Face versus
Yep.
Batman. We've got Cheetah and Poison versus Wonder Woman. Superman to handle Ultraman. But there goes
It's
Dr.
Superman
Poison.
versus the world.
Obviously, every time we face the Justice League, nobody has ever really brought Dr. Poison, and that's clearly what they should have been doing this entire time.
Clearly, the counter.
Starro should have just brought Dr. Poison along and would have been fine. But
All right.
this looks like a GG here, I think, but it is Superman. So Josh
And
is
look at the strength ups. Look at those strength ups on that Superman. Anything can happen right now.
Josh have a purger? He's got Cheetah can do some work purging.
Now,
if I were Josh,
he just used the Cheetah Purge move.
He did, but he's got some heal immunity there. I would call assist Cheetah here, which he does. That way he can stack some bleeds and then remove all of those next time that 2 comes available, which is what he did.
Debuff immunity. This is good. And then
smart.
That's it. There goes.
Exactly like I drew it up. Josh, he knows what's up.
He knows.
Heart rate coming down to 120. So that's a big win for Josh to get back in that 4-0 range. Right. That is the first time that Josh successfully defeated Superman 4-0.
Are we unpaused on the right side as well? Because just making sure. So they're both 1 to 2 fights away from finishing the first board.
4 is he's facing the one issue that he's had, which he doesn't have a speed answer really that much, but he's got impulse on the enemy side, but he does have Brainiac for a little bit of a speed boost in the beginning,
and to protect him from the Harley.
Some from the enrage from Harley. So we'll see, but this is one of the first times that M4 not just looking at Superman.
Josh is facing the Spectre special, if you will,
and an RB5 Harley. I think we're looking at.
I feel like, and this is no disrespect, I feel like Josh's board has been a little bit harder.
I would say so as well.
First boards, I feel like Josh has been a little bit harder. No
especially just with the Superman. He faced a Superman and a Nightwing, and this is what I talked about in the introduction tonight. Is people are excited to use those new tunes, so they were going to appear all over these boards. Unfortunately,
yep.
Not for M4, who only got I think 1 Superman so far.
This would be the last match for Josh on the board clear, and this is second to last for M4. I'm actually curious what M4 is gonna do here, because he can't stun anybody with Brainiac or anything like that because of Hal. He's gonna maybe this is the first time he brings Enchantress. Is he gonna bust out the Enchantress early here? He's thinking about it. He's going back and forth.
When you see Enchantress on M4's board, that is the sign of desperation.
Are we getting a double Enchantress right
now?
I
hope so. As the first player in the game with the RB5 Enchantress, it would delight me to no end to see them on both sides here. But
we'll see, because I'm curious. I'm curious to see what happens on both of these. The Spectre scares me. When you can't, have your full roster available to kind of counter a Spectre, he kind of scares me a little bit because all of a sudden your whole team can just be dead and there's nothing you can do about it. Like he just rolls if he gets going.
A lot of time we're taking on both of these, which is understandable. These are kind of ugly teams to be looking at here.
Josh, I can't believe Josh, I know you're being a great producer right now. I can't believe I'm wearing this unbiased fan supporting, and you're gonna lose the first board. It looks like. Come on, man. What we're starting off. We started off so good, and then M4 just casually is.
Even though I am a 1500 member and I am a warrior, I did try to keep it professional and remain neutral tonight. So we'll see.
I just like rooting for the underdogs.
I am a former owl. DuBois also a former owl. DuBois, I believe, has no beef with any owls right now. And I obviously have no beef with any owls right now. So we just want everybody to have a good time here.
Just beef free. We could say I have no beef. No, we're vegetarians in that.
We're paused here. It looks like in a moment we are going to bring out our intermission, just one of our in between innings entertainment acts. We have a juggler, a chair balancer. Here we go. All right, Josh finally going in for his board screen. Let's go to mainstream here.
And then after this, Mr. Producer, we'll go main screen to M4 for 2.
Josh is not bringing Dr. Poison to this match, which is a very interesting call. He gets the damage immunity, and here comes Azrael, though. That Azrael's getting real nasty, and Cheetah looking real skinny.
Here's the Cheetah off lead to make that Two-Face do Two-Face things, I think.
He's going to call assist with Enchantress with the directed call assist to try to get damage immunity on Cheetah. See if he gets it.
Big.
And he does.
He got it. Oh my gosh. The RNG
work, and he does the 2 again. Get more damage immunity. Smart.
This is what Enchantress does. Okay. He's got to get rid of Spectre first here, I would think. Right?
I would not mind getting rid of Azrael either. Either one. This is
I think so. Turn meter gives Two-Face the next move, right? I would think.
There's all of Spectre's buffs. That was a good save. Can he kill this Spectre here? I think he can with those. There you go. Oh, he kills all of them. Had the strength up from Cheetah, and that is what did it.
Dude, okay. So if you guys haven't geared up Two-Face, maybe
he's going
gear up
back
Two-Face
for the damage immunity, looks like.
I think he's just playing it safe. I think he doesn't want to take any chances here.
Also trying to get back to Harvey. Josh prefers Harvey over the Two-Face, but it looks like he's got the GG here. And that means Josh cleared a board. No lost matches completely, which is good. So
35-5.
All right.
And this is the big part of the TOL is because now it becomes
Josh before he refreshes, and he also looks like hold up, Josh is in a new bracket, so he's got to lose a bunch of matches to get back under 1500.
Yep.
Let's let him do that. Maybe one video if we're watching Josh just tank a bunch of matches, and then meanwhile we will go here to M4 while Josh tanks a bit.
Now, a big thing, like what I was saying real quick as we watch M4's Enchantress. First Enchantress, right? This is his first Enchantress?
This is his first Enchantress. It means he's getting desperate, but let's see.
Is that if you make it past your first board, the finals get a little bit easier, right? Because then, okay, there's the big Wonder Girl whip.
Oh, that Enchantress getting
Here
real
comes Spectre.
iffy.
Here comes Spectre. There comes the big old shield.
Star Girl, and then Shield from
Stargirl is
Wendy.
so good. Stargirl is
Here's the thing,
insanely good.
M4 does not have any evasion, like
Oh,
anti-any
that's
damage.
there it is. M4, I want you to lose a tune. Come on. Give me some spice.
Oh, no.
That's it.
And there it is, 36 and
36
0.
and oh, holy smokes.
That
One
got a
match
little
away.
iffy.
I will say, Josh has lost some tunes. M4 has been right on the edge
Yeah.
of losing those tunes.
That being said, the edge doesn't matter here.
The edge
And what
doesn't matter.
M4 just did there is he did secure the win on the first board. So now the worst that M4 could do here is 36 and 4. He is a
Yep.
full match plus a tune ahead of Josh right now. So let's see what, and he goes right in with this team. He's feeling
I think it's the
good
same
about
team, right?
Enchantress.
It's the same team.
No,
Doesn't
this
get
guy
the
was smart there.
DI. Does get the DI.
He does get the DI. He did get enraged, but he got rid of it real quick.
There goes Spectre. The DI is coming in big.
He has nothing to handle Harley. Can that bite him?
I'm
So far,
interested to
not.
see if here comes one dude. That Wonder Girl is doing some things, man. And Stargirl,
M4's anti-Harley is just Wonder Girl.
yeah.
And there
There
goes
goes Spectre.
Spectre.
My God, M4. This is a masterful performance of how to use Enchantress. I will say.
Yeah, that's true. And Stargirl doing work. Those shields are so big. Here's a double slap from Marcus. Not going to do anything. And in fact, it helps M4 because it lets Enchantress
Yep.
do her basic again.
This
M4
is
doing
there
two,
more DI.
always two.
So
Always
I'm just gonna go ahead and throw something out here. Every time that we've seen Enchantress so far, I think we've seen 4 now. She's gotten the DI. Isn't that supposed to be a 75%?
In instances when you need it, if you do the proper sacrifices, you will
Got
get
it.
100% DI. And I just have to assume that
Just
both of these
curious.
players are in the know. They know how to play this game. They know who and what they have to sacrifice in order to get 100% damage immunity. So we'll
That
see.
that does make sense. Taking care of Arcus. Here comes Harley. But is it too little, too late for the Harley here? I think that they're starting to build up that crit immunity, the awarenesses, the
Every one of them
shields
has
are
full
maxed.
shield, overheal, crit
Yeah.
immunity. I think they're fine. But again, M4's only anti-Harley trick right now is Enchantress Wonder Girl. Which,
Yep.
listen, kids, do not try this at home. You
Do not
will
try this
lose.
at home.
You will absolutely lose if you don't have an RB5 Wonder Girl to do this for you.
Oh man. All right. Here comes there 40
40 and 0.
and oh. Holy smokes. Board. Perfect first board. Both of them made it through the first board. If you get stuck on the first board, it would suck.
So Josh has now tanked to get to rank 1506. So he is now refreshing. And this is his new board. I saw a nasty 42,000.
I saw a big old 42 up there.
But other than that, oof.
Oh my god.
Martian Manhunter, RB5 Harley, RB4 or 2 Cassie, a Spectre. Getting ugly. Meanwhile, M4 also got his new board. He's scoping out what he's got. He's got some Superman over there now.
He's got an Aquaman in there. He's got a White Lantern Sinestro in there. A couple
Josh
Supermans.
seeing a Huntress.
I think this
looks
is
like Josh has a Medfill team on his board, but looks like Josh is already starting to go in here. He sees a team that he thinks is easy, and he's going to go in for the kill quick, it looks like. He's getting Dr. Poison out, I would think. Oh, maybe he's not getting a Dr. Poison because of Hal's debuff immunity. Still roll the dice. But he does have that.
Notice he's leaving that Two-Face in there, man. That Two-Face, so far, I would say that for the first board, Two-Face was the MVP for Josh, and I think Enchantress was probably the MVP, even though it was only used in 2 matches for M4.
M4 is now feeling the RNG with Enchantress, so he is going in. Enchantress again. He's running the same team. He's just sticking with it. And
He's
this
like,
is
you
what
know what?
M4 does sometimes. Yeah.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? Let's see here.
M4 gets the damage immunity off the bat, so he's
Again.
getting again with the
There we
luck.
go. Got it again.
So far,
Josh is
nothing.
thinking. Josh is thinking on this team over there.
Marcus with a mess of strength down, so that chipmunk
He's
is
not gonna
not
do
doing
anything.
anything.
Here comes the
Wonder
whip.
Girl just whipping around. This is like what people used to fear from Wonder Girl, and
Josh is
M4 can
jumping in.
still do it because she's RB5. Here comes Arcus, nothing on damage immunity.
The Stargirl is really taking the Arcus out of this match, I think. Here
Absolutely.
comes Josh with that Cheetah. Ooh, Cheetah Ultraman.
Darkside
And-
Two-Face. So there goes Two-Face
Holy
just
crap.
winning it by himself. That was his poison. 39 and 5 on the left.
And 44-0 on the right. Just like that. I mean,
Usually,
I
you know, when
think-
you get that first board, you pick an easy team, you just roll through it. So nothing too spicy there.
you kind of get into it, and it looks like Josh has recovered a little bit, maybe from those lost tunes, right? Maybe his
I would say
confidence
so.
is coming a little bit back. Ooh, that's a big Barda team on the. That's a big Barda team.
Oh yeah, Rebirth for Raven and Zatanna. So you know that's always a team you have to worry
M4, what
about.
kind of boards? What kind of boards is this? What kind of boards is this? M4 with the.
I mean, all that being said, that is a Rebirth 2 Superman, I believe. That's not Ultraman. Is that Superman? I think that's Superman.
On the right side? Yeah.
Yeah,
On the
so I
right
think
side,
that's
that is
Superman, and you know we've seen him do work, so there's the chance that he could go.
Does
off a little.
M4 roll the Enchantress team for a 4th match in a row?
Why wouldn't you against this team? That Wonder Girl alone could solo
Just
that team.
decimate the team, right? No
So
one's gonna kill.
M4 seems to have a vendetta here to prove that both Donna Troy and Wonder Girl, who have been maligned in recent history, dropped on their tier list, that they're not dead yet. You know that they can
They're
still
not
do
dead.
work.
Let's see. Okay, he switches out the Stargirl for a dark side. Josh is looking like, okay, he's gonna match the speed from Manhunter Black Flash with the Cheetah Impulse, and then he's got his handy dandy M4 jumping in over on the right. Handy dandy Two-Face. Probably gonna lean on him again. Let's see. M4 taking it. Doesn't
There's
get
whip.
the DI.
Right off the
Right?
back, it's a whip though. Can that Superman kill that Donna? I don't think so.
That's a
That is
Rebirth 5 Donna. That's a
Yeah,
Rebirth
so-
5 Donna. Like, okay, Darkseid just went bye up.
big AoE from Stargirl or Starfire, but not without the
Didn't
intups
really
and
do
not on an
anything.
all blue
There
team.
goes the damage immunity. Now, Donna
Right,
doesn't have a Tauntaun. Donna
Starfire
doesn't have.
starting to get intups, and this is an interesting team because there's all those heals, but Starfire's dead, so it doesn't matter. But that is what this player. That is what they're going for. That player likely uses Superman as kind of the shield. They beef up Stargirl with a bunch of heals from Raven and Zatanna, and then let Stargirl do her AOE for the big win. Or Starfire is probably what they do here.
Josh on the left.
And there goes Superman.
M4 just leaves the Raven and Zatanna just up because who really cares? Who's really scared of those two in their current state? Josh on the right is Stunning Spectre. And taking him down.
Okay,
Here
so that's
goes.
and
Okay,
goes
there we
boom and
go
boom.
with Dr. Poison. That was
48 and 0, 43 and 5.
They're both rolling now. I think they're both kind of feeling some confidence. There's a little bit of momentum going for both of them, right? I'm curious. I'm curious to see some of these teams. That's a big one for M4 right there. That's a Superman, Black Flash, Barda, Azrael.
That is a nasty team. I would roll Enchantress.
He probably will too. But he's gonna have. I mean, do you bring the 3 blues that he's been bringing
No,
versus an Azrael?
he has to bring in his Superman to deal with that Barda. His
He
dark
has to,
side
right?
Wonder Girl Donna cannot kill a Rebirth Barda, so he has to bring Superman to that match. Meanwhile, Josh looking at a pretty tame Medfill team. I would
You know
imagine
what's
that Josh's Rebirth dark side could solo that team, so he's running right in as well.
You know what I think is kind of funny is if you watch Josh's stream, Josh does this little thing with his mouse where he crosses over someone, and that's signifying the cheetah double swipe,
So
right?
Impulse does not get the stun on Arcus, unfortunately, but that's okay.
It's okay.
Don't think he'll be too much
He
of a
did
problem.
bring I am Josh is brave. He did bring a red versus 3 greens. Now granted it's Hal and Medfill, so not super um
His
damage
main
heavy,
issue
but
is yeah, that Two-Face, if he gets slapped up by that Arcus, he's dead.
there goes Black
So
Flash. Holy smokes. Okay, Two-Face.
now he's
Two-Face
got
just taking over.
dark side
Holy.
is done. That's gonna be a GG over there.
Josh just saying you guys rated Two-Face as not a top 5 Batman villain in game. Let me show you. Let me show you what's up with that.
Who would not rate Two-Face a top 5 Batman villain in game?
I don't know. Who
By the way,
did I
if you
do?
guys are unfamiliar, you should listen to the Crime Alley cast. A little plug here while we're in delay. It's a
M4 is playing.
podcast.
M It is a podcast and it's good.
So M4's got his Superman back out finally. Superboy doing some work. Unlike Josh, M4 is a very experienced Superboy player. I believe M4's Superboy is RB5.
I believe so.
And
There
that
goes
Superman is
Superman.
just gonna do his thing.
This
Gonna
is this
laser
is
eyes
this is
Harley,
interesting.
probably? No, he's taunting. Okay.
Just making sure he gets more of those, those buffs and the taunts and maybe hoping to proc the Superman passive attack there maybe.
He gets
Um
2 misses from Riddler, and this is the first time M4 has used Riddler so far. He gets a miss. Okay. Starfire taking a
here
couple, or
come
Stargirl taking a couple hits.
here come the laser eyes and dead.
And it just
Dead.
one shot Harley
Superman
every time.
is
He
Superman
does not
rework
have
is really,
that move
really good.
for Cassie now, unfortunately, but he
He has
has
Superboy.
Superboy, so
48-0, man. These guys are doing well here.
Josh
Doing
now
well on
looking
the second
at
board.
a Deadshot hired gun team, which we don't see a lot of anymore. It means this lady Shiva is going to crit on her first attack, which is why Josh brought Martian Manhunter to totally negate
Mm-hmm.
that advantage. Very smart play.
And he brought Ultraman to make sure that she didn't go after someone
Right.
squishy.
Oh, that's right, because Shiva's going to hit under that awareness. So
I think this is it, I don't think it's the first time he's brought in Poison and Two-Face, but these are
no.
2 big damage. And
So here
here
goes the
comes
big
Poison.
AoE.
And it
Boom.
kills everybody. Holy God. What is happening? This is
51 and 5. Meanwhile,
versus 52 and 0.
M4 looking at a revive team on the right, White Lantern Sinestro and Grundy. M4 facing kind of an ugly cheetah poison team with Cassie there, so that's going to be
Huh?
interesting as well.
I
Bloodsport
want to
making an appearance.
I want to see some drama here. I want to see some drama. I want to see something happen. I want to see some more losses.
So
I
M4
want to see
on
a
his
lost
board,
match.
Josh has basically faced kind of exclusively like Arcus, Superman.
Yep.
M4 has faced Raven, Zatanna, Bloodsport. Like
Batman who laughs. He's got a
Batman
Batman who laughs
Labs
on
is
there.
on there. Like this is
Unreal.
yeah,
Unreal.
that is it's the luck of the draw.
We're about halfway, or we're just over the halfway mark here. And
We
they're
are,
going
yeah.
through these matches, going through here. What have we got? M4 is thinking, can I 3 versus 4 this? No, I'm just kidding. He wouldn't do that. Now, that is a rebirth for Azrael on Josh's screen. Rebirth for Azrael on Josh's screen.
Which is, I mean, that is on M4's screen, though, a L4 Bloodsport. So I think that's fair. I think that's
Definitely a comboed. Definitely a. I don't know. I said comboed, and I don't know what happened.
We're going into hour 2, which is where Du Bois starts to trail off a little bit, but
This is where I start to just speak gibberish. And
going strong.
Josh is going in.
Let's go to the big board on Josh. Let's go to the big screen. See what we can do here. He's got his Dr. Poison out. Maybe it should make quick work again, but these are big tunes. So let's see. He directed Call Assist with Dr. Poison again. He cannot crit with Dr. Poison because of Aquaman.
He did put the bleeds on there from Poison, so now it sets up this big drop here.
Let's see what it does without any crits, though. Still murders everybody.
It still murders everybody.
One awareness gets away with it. He looks like he's going to kill probably Azrael if he's smart, and then I believe Arcus will bleed out. I hate to see a chipmunk bleed out like that, but it happens. But he's taking his time here. Why is he taking his time? He's gonna go after Arcus.
I think he's looking at the turn meter here, and maybe he's not taking into account the bleeds. Maybe he's.
I think you go after Arcus after Azrael regardless, and you get the stun in.
But the Arcus hasn't doubled up.
Now he clearly remembered the bleeds. You would think he just up and he goes for the basic.
Kills that. Okay. He's got rebirth for Two-Face.
This is getting spicier than it needed to be.
Josh, what are you doing?
Let's see. You would think a basic from Ultraman here should kill.
He's going for the safety. He doesn't have true sight, so
he taunts. Okay.
He's gonna heal up here.
Instead of going for the bleeds.
Here's
the big fist that.
Oh my! Doesn't kill him. What is going on? Just attack that man. Just kill him with Two-Face. Holy smoke!
Well, we got through it.
We got
5.
That M4 decided to go here versus this. Let's go ahead and pause Josh and catch M4 up because he's 2 matches behind. So let's go ahead and jump over to M4.
M4 already killed
someone in the transition there.
You can never be too sure about Bloodsport. So Josh bringing in, or M4 bringing in Darkseid.
And he doesn't want to use the Darkseid AoE here because of the Aquaman, the new Aquaman, right?
Right. Can't turn him down. You'll just speed them all up. You think he wants to set up Booster to kill that Aquaman so he can remove the debuff immunity?
That's what I would think.
A Bloodsport is going to be severely crippled by Stargirl here with all those strength downs, which is what you need to do to Bloodsport. Everybody's always every time I go into any chat in Discord, it's guys, what do we do about Bloodsport?
What do we do about Bloodsport?
You got to put strength downs on him apparently. So M4 handled Bloodsport thankfully, was able to get through that nightmare and
Rebirth 5. Holy smokes!
Drops another 4, 56-0.
Wow, we got 55-5 and 56-0. I mean, these are better scores than I anticipated. To be honest with you, Zubaz. To this point, these are better scores than I anticipated.
Now, that being said, it can all fall apart very, very quickly. It takes one team. So if anybody's watching and they think that they're just going to cruise here and that it's going to end like 100-0 to 95-5, all it takes is one team, and you can get completely derailed. So this is that revive team I was talking about that M4 was looking at.
Does he have any heal immunity? Does he have any sort of?
He has Superman. Superman has the heal immunity on the laser eyes.
Right.
And who else?
I think Do Superman's laser eyes, do they still do heal immunity?
After the rework, I'm not sure now. We'll have to
While
check with
they're
stat.
I'm getting a page in, and I'm being told, Zubaz, that they no longer do
Okay.
heal
Okay.
immunity.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
So
That's good to know.
thank you to the production team there. That was a real clutch coming in there with the information.
That's what we have Stat Boy for. Josh going
Exactly.
into a match here. Looks like Poison should make very quick work of this, I would think.
You would think.
He's still bringing in Two-Face, getting more bleeds from Cheetah. Here comes the Poison AoE, and that should be 59 and 5. Easy peasy.
Poison is so dumb. Poison is such a dumb character.
We're getting
Wait. We're getting mixed reports here. Apparently, our production they didn't check the DCL toolkit or the in-game.
The important thing to note here is that I was right, which is usually the case when we're dealing with me and DeBoy, is that I was right. And so he does have Superman has heal immunity, but he's not bringing Superman yet. I think what he's counting on is just murdering this team over and over, because it is a revive team, but there's no punishment for it, right? There's no Black Mask. There's no Constantine. It looks like he can just kind of repeatedly kill them and be fine.
Now, Grundy does come back a little mad, right?
He can come back a little mad, but it looks like he's bringing out Enchantress to maybe have some damage immunity.
Okay.
I'm a little surprised with who he's going with here, but
Josh is just
finalized
flying
it
through
yet.
the matches on the left. I think he's just
It's an
Cheetah
all
Poison,
blue
Cheetah
team.
Poison.
Poison is drooling at waiting to do her AoE.
Poison said,
I actually think Two-Face could AoE kill the entire team here, but I don't think Josh is going to take any chances. But I would just
Josh is
AoE.
going for the sure kill. Yeah,
I would just AoE, and he would win.
And look at him. It's like he's listening to you.
Do it. Do JFA.
He doesn't do it.
Doesn't do it.
He
wants
sticks to the
dramatic
plan.
poison bomb.
There we
That's
go.
fine.
Okay. M4 is still
All
thinking
right.
about this revive team over here.
That'll take him up to 63 and 5.
63 and 5.
A good score by any measure except against an undefeated team.
I just like the poison. The Dr. Poison damage is just insane. Like,
Josh still avoiding that big 42,000 team.
that big 42,000 team. Remember, he could reset if he doesn't feel confident in that team.
He could take the -8 hit. M4 finally going in here. Is this the revive team? Did he stick with that? He did. So let's see what he does. He got the True Sight on Booster Gold, so
and the damage immunity, and kills Wonder Girl.
Kills Wonder Girl, who's back already. Nobody on this team has heal immunity, so he is just rolling the dice and saying, "I'm just going to kill them all over and
over and over and over and over." Here come they're all damage immune, so there's no worry there from the Grundy. M4 playing the Enchantress game to perfection here.
M4 and Enchantress, name a better duo. Name a better, more iconic Tournament of Legends duo than M4 and Enchantress.
Can't do
Could M4 win it without Enchantress? No. The answer is no. If I were Josh, I would have banned Enchantress, not Lex. Say what you will.
That's funny.
All right, so it looks like M4 cruising to 60 and 0. I can't see anything else going, but M4 playing it safe too. That booster could have killed that Grundy probably, but M4 not taking chances either. Just fine. We're fine with the competitors not taking any chances here.
This is the finals. This is the finals. You don't want you don't want to take any chances. You got to stick to the plan. On the left side, Josh is facing probably his easiest team of the night, full greens, or was the all blue full blues easier?
Full blue with poison on your side, yeah, I think that's easier.
Yeah,
but
that's
full
probably
green
the easier one.
Shouldn't be a problem. He's bringing impulse. You can't get the stun, but you could still turn him down enough. It's only Cyborg. Hashtag rework Cyborg.
Let's see Okay, there's M4 on the right. He's looking at that Superman Black
He's
Flash Azrael
still
Barda.
avoiding that Barda team.
He's avoiding that Barda team. Let's see. Josh is putting together what looks like probably an all blue team with Impulse.
Josh going for Enchantress now. I probably would have gone with Darkseid lead in that instance.
And put
I
in,
don't think
and I think because he only has
Enchantress
3 blue
off lead.
teams, three blue tunes, right? So, switching the order around, putting Darkseid in the 2 spot.
Josh is a firm believer of the AI attacking the 2 more than
firm
others.
believer.
Now, we don't know if it's true, but Josh strongly believes it and preaches that on his stream daily. So that is why he's trying to put something a little beefier in that 2 spot. And that's where he's bringing Ultraman. Okay.
There we
You
go.
will notice Josh is very good with a menu. Like he can do that stuff, but Josh does not use filters. Absolutely no filters. So
absolutely not.
For finally facing his big fear with that RB2 Barda. Let's see what Josh is up to here, though. I don't think we need to big screen this one. This seems like an easy cruise, but
we'll see. I mean, we never know, right? Sometimes Power Girl or that Hawk Girl can go a little crazy sometimes, right? You never know.
It is a decent stun team with Hal and Hawk Girl together. And so he's going right for Hawk Girl. Josh knows how good Hawk Girl is, so he wants her out of the picture quickly.
And he wants to to kind of use Darkseid, I think, to start stunning once the debuff immunity ends. So he's got to take out Hawk Girl before he can do that.
But he did get damage immunity all the way around, so looks like he's in good shape here. Darkseid with a fat stack of int ups kills Power Girl when she doesn't have the death immunity, which is smart.
Jeez.
The only concern he could possibly have would be Cyborg dropping a nuke on Ultraman, but Ultraman
That's it right there. And then here comes Darkseid just roasting the lanterns like he does. Wow.
All right.
Is that 67.5 or has his score not been updated yet?
Yeah,
67.5 is the updated score.
He's through 7.
I think we should pause Josh for a minute here, because M4 is now 3 matches behind on the right side, so we want to catch him up a little bit. I think. What do you think?
Yeah, let's go big screen on M4.
Let's go big screen M4, and let's watch maybe 2 matches on the big screen here for M4, just to kind of get him caught back up here, and see what that looks like.
So I will say this. So I did have the opportunity to speak to both competitors in the build-up to the Tournament of Legends final. And I will reveal some secret kind of information, is that M4 was very, very concerned with Big Barda. He knew that Josh was going to ban Lex. So he knew that he did not really have a way to deal with Barda unless the Superman rework really came through for him. So Stargirl couldn't do it. Wonder Girl couldn't do it. Superboy on his own couldn't do it. So this was his big fear. He's going in. He's hoping Superman can do the work, and he's also facing a Superman. So this could be trouble.
There goes Black Flash. There goes that Superman. This might
trouble.
Disaster.
Could this be it? That Azrael getting beefy now?
Here comes the shields.
Shield from Stargirl.
This is good. He's checking Azrael to see if he has the debuff immunity. Probably going to go for the stun, I would think, from Superboy, right? That would be you would think that that's the play here on that Azrael.
This is going to be interesting. He stuns
Barda
instead.
Okay. And gets the double passive from Superboy. My God.
M4 Superboy, not an idiot. That is very clear.
M4 has the good RNG there.
He's putting a ton of strength downs on Superman just to be sure, it looks like.
Now, the crazy thing is Superman's turn could come around and all of those could just disappear.
That's true. Okay,
there goes Azrael. There goes Azrael. And Superman's turn did come and go, and he did not purge the strength ups. So,
yeah, M4 really riding. Is M4 the luckiest player in the game?
There goes Barta. There goes Barta. And here goes
Yep.
here goes
He has
Superman, and
lodged
there
that
goes the
accusation.
sun.
We have heard M4 say that Josh is the luckiest player in the game. We've heard M4 say that Chosen is the luckiest player in the game. And really, this whole time,
It
M4 was
really
the
looks.
luckiest player in the game.
That's what it's looking like to me. To be honest, I mean, he handled that team relatively easy. There was a little scare there in the beginning, right?
Yep.
But it takes him up to 64-0. Can he get to 70-0?
He's got a little 30K team sticking there.
He's
That
he's
probably
he's saving
sitting
that.
on.
He's saving that. This
Ugh.
is I think he might be worried a little bit about this one. Just due to the Cheetah Dr. Poison shenanigans, but
And M4 does not have Hal or Terra. So Dr.
Mhm.
Poison could cause him problems if she gets an AoE off, but I just imagine that he's going to kill her as soon as he possibly can.
Yes, I would also agree with that. He's looking at this one. He's like, okay, there's no taunter. Superman's gonna attack. Superman could probably just one shot all those reds. To be honest with you, like,
Yes, he does have to be able to hit Cassie, which he only has the 2 can't miss with Superman.
And the Kryptonian can't misses, right? Or 1.5 Kryptonian can't misses. M4
He knows that he doesn't have the speed here. That's the other thing, is so that Cheetah's going to go first no matter what.
Do you think that he gambles on bringing Enchantress here? Would you gamble and take Enchantress here? Nope, he does not.
He's going right in.
He goes right in. Okay. So I have actually curious. I'm curious if Superman will use his passive attacks. Nope, he does not. That is, oh my god. He has to stun.
Turns down Poison with a stun. That's gonna probably be all she wrote for Poison. That's a decent little hit from
That is
Batman Who Laughs. But yep, there goes Poison. That was a foregone conclusion.
This
Probably
Superman has gone to 0 a lot, but he hasn't died. Have you noticed that, Zupez?
Have noticed that.
There's been a lot. He's gone to 0, but he hasn't died, and he's kind of carried M4 here.
There's some folks that think that he's not really tanky anymore, but we've seen him tank quite a bit. In addition to being extraordinarily potent on offense, I'd say that makes him a well-balanced character. So
I think that this is looking really good too. I mean,
and there's the can't miss on Cassie.
Oh, he chose to basic there instead of can't miss on Cassie, and that takes Riddler down, and then he just got rid of.
Riddler's gonna have death immunity as well. He's gonna miss. We're gonna get a counter attack from Cassie here, but it's not gonna be enough.
Death immunity is clutch, and there is that. That is 68 and 0. We got one more match to go for M4 to get him kind of tied back up here.
M4 saying in chat that was a misclick. So basically, he meant to click on, meant to click on not Cassie, but he did. Still got the dub anyway because Superman procced twice.
So I think that was this. This might be a harder team. That might be the hardest team on M4's board right there. The one that he just showed, the Manhunter.
A lot of Cassie.
Are you kidding me, M4? An Emerald Archer Green Arrow. M4, what is this board? What is this board? Mr. Hope 32.
M4. I think maybe Cassie might have been an Alliance tune or something next week. It's why we're seeing a lot of her. M4 putting Shiva up, but then remembering that he can't use Shiva because she has already been dropped from his team. We do have rules in place for that. If you accidentally or purposefully use a tune that is not on your roster, you will lose points for that. So
you lose the whole match.
Right, you lose the whole match.
Yep.
So we are looking at, at the very least, it is an all rebirth team. But again, it's Emerald Archer. I don't see this one tripping up M4 all that much.
Unless Spectre
Cassie
gets
would
loose.
normally be hard, but Superboy's gonna make quick work of her.
Superman's not gonna stun anyone here, so
not initially, but after turn 2.
Yeah.
And
That's
well,
enough time for Spectre to start going,
seen, yeah, we have seen a Spectre do some work on Superman. But I think what he's going to do is just kill that Spectre first turn with Booster Gold. There's no taunter. He has a free open shot Booster Gold on Spectre.
True. He's thinking about it though. He's looking at it and thinking, all right, this is what I'm going to do first turn. This is what we're going to do there. Jumping in.
So let's see if Booster gets the True Sight, because that will increase the damage that he does. He does get True Sight, of course. M4 is the luckiest player in the game. Superboy up first. Who knows? Maybe a attack on Spectre just to take some shields off. Yeah, I mean, not going to really
the True
matter
Sight,
that much.
do that.
Taunt with
Here
Superman.
comes the taunt.
Big shield, and here comes the big boom on Spectre.
There
Kills him
goes Spectre.
immediately.
That's it for this one, to be honest with you. I mean, Emerald Archer's not going to do any damage. Cassie's not doing damage to those greens. Maybe to Booster, but I doubt it. I don't know. Look at that.
Before you could have made it a little exciting for us, but
man, lose a clean or something. Like, come on, man, come on, M4. Nah, he's saving it for the end, I bet.
And it is, Josh right now in game probably was feeling actually pretty good about himself. That he,
I mean, yeah, like
only had that many 5 losses. M4 did not have any perfect runs throughout the tournament. Didn't have those 80s and 0 that he used to get.
So there goes
we go. 72 and
so they've both played 18 matches. Back to the main screen. 18 matches, 72-0, 67-5. Great score so far.
Josh
on the left,
Enchantress again, an Old Man Flash appearance. Okay, Broken Neck Flash.
I remember when that skin came out, and I saw that, and I was like, "What in the actual am I looking at?"
God, he looks even worse in game.
He looks so bad. That's so bad. He's okay. So he's bringing Enchantress versus Harley. I think Enchantress was. Oh no, M4 brought Brainiac too. I think, right?
M4 or Josh did not get the damage immunity from Enchantress.
There goes Two-Face. Oh snap! Okay, so Two-Face gets the kill. Two-Face gets that kill, but then he almost dies here, and now he's pretty low. Now we'll go ahead and roll the dice and get damage immunity because, of course, and hit Harley.
Because 4 is in a little bit of trouble because he got in a rage by Harley.
Oh, no.
Harley's counterattacking, but he's got a big shield.
Dude,
but
Stargirl is coming
Spectre
in.
Could have hit under those, but Spectre just purged all of the Superman buffs, and M4 does not have anything he can do. Harley taunts, and in rage there would have been huge, but of course M4 did not get it.
Oh man, dude,
Josh with
that
the
Harley
big hit.
is.
Josh went for that AoE, which was a little dangerous against that Harley because she could have retaliated and maybe killed that too.
Okay, here comes damage immunity.
Oh, the Spectre AoE! There it was!
And
there's the kill on Spectre, but it's not enough.
It's the Spectre.
Oh, there's 3. M4 is down.
Okay,
M4
this
is
is
down.
it. This is it. This is a lost match. Superboy's not gonna kill both of those guys. There's no way. There's no way that that's happening. This is a full-on loss from M4, throwing away the match.
Wow.
Throwing away the 5-point lead.
It is about to get real spicy here.
1 point separates the contestants, the
All right.
finalists.
This is what we wanted. He's looking at the team again, and now he's going back to Enchantress, M4 and
Oh.
Enchantress.
Okay,
He's bringing
hold
Wonder
on,
Girl
hold
this
on.
Yeah.
Production, we need to pause. We need to pause because we need to take pause M4 and take us to the main screen on Josh. This is that big 42K team here that he
Let's do
he has
that.
been avoiding the whole time. I'm hearing that there was a lot of time thinking about this match.
Wait. Let's go to M4. M4 is
Let's
now
go to M4.
looking at this team. He's seeing that Spectre was only an L2 Spectre. That is the Spectre. This is the 30K team. 30K team that did him in.
This is the team. This is the one that he probably looked at and said, "I'm gonna save that one for last because that's the easy team, right? That's the easy
He
peasy."
cannot believe that his Superman that he has been riding so much in this final just got done in by L2 Spectre. How dare you, M4?
Black Mask.
How dare you disrespect the Spectre like that, M4?
This is...
Woo.
Oh man. Oh man.
So M4,
so both of these
stuck.
Guys are in a position right now. Now remember, I mentioned it a little bit earlier because they made it past the first board. Both of them in the TOL finals only can choose to refresh the board for a -8 penalty. Okay? Zubaz.
Okay.
If you're either one of these two guys right now, Josh has not lost a match or a tune or a point on the second board.
Right.
He's looking at this team, and this is a big Martian Manhunter, Spectre, Rebirth 5 Harley, Rebirth 3 Cassie. If you're Josh, do you try to fight that team and maybe lose and then have to decide if you refresh? Or do you just take the -8 and go to 13 lost points, but make it 2 so where you can cherry pick the rest of your matches?
I think if I'm in Josh's shoes...
Same thing for M4. You just lost to that team.
I think you have to play this match because I think he's looking at that and saying 5 losses, okay. 10 losses, a little iffy, 90 and 10. I think once he starts thinking about 13, he's like, I lost at 13. He knows how good M4 is. He thinks that 13. So I think he has to roll the dice and play this match.
So here's the thing to that, and this is what I'm thinking looking at this. Last TOL, I believe M4 lost 13.
M4's going back in. Let's go to the big
13.
screen on
M4
just lost.
The perfect run. No
enrage. Protects the enrage this time, which he didn't do the last match, and he got enraged, and it cost him. So now he's not taking any chances with it. And he's also like incredulous. M4, I can't even imagine the last time M4 lost to a 30K team.
He's just looking at it like, what the heck is happening? Now, he's got to make this... That's not going to do anything. That baby Spectre.
It's only an L2 Spectre. He needs deaths first.
But he has to kill Spectre, which will make Black Mask
big
go
hit
crazy.
from Lex. Black Mask going in.
And he has to kill Harley, which will make Black Mask and Spectre go crazy.
There's the Spectre death. But now the Black Mask debuffs come, and this is what got M4 into trouble last time.
Let's see.
Can he survive this?
There goes Harley. They're all going to be big old debuffed from the Black Mask there. But I think the team might be able to handle the rest of this Lex damage. That's not too big.
He's got the stuns because he's got a big shield on Brainiac. He's going to kill Black Mask here.
He's going to protect himself.
Lex shouldn't be a problem at all. I can't imagine unless he somehow got like a clear shot at booster, which he won't. I think this one is wrapped up now. and M4 probably
Nice recovery.
furious at himself that he decided to play it with that Superman team last time.
And I think that's what I think. He rolled the dice with the enrage there. Maybe a little bit of overlooking the 30K team, right? Maybe a little bit of looking past that.
Absolutely. It was a trap game. It was a classic trap game.
Yep. And now he has this big bad boy on his. I wonder, are we still? No, we're not paused on the left. Josh is literally.
No,
still
you can
about
actually you can see his timer
heart rate.
ticking down. His siege thing, like you can tell it's not paused. So I will say that Josh has gotten his heart rate under control.
It's under control. He's rolled the second board here.
Yeah.
This is good.
For those of you watching at home, the millions that we have watching worldwide, we did not plan this, right? These videos are not edited, so we did not make it so that M4 would have almost the same number of losses at Joshurawrs at this point in time. We are just rolling. This is how it played out. For some reason, TOL brings the drama every single time. So we'll see. We'll see what we can do here. M4 now looking at that Barda team, and he's a little shook about Superman.
One point. I'm impressed right now.
M4 knows. Yeah. Josh is looking up Enchantress and learning what she does, as Josh often does. If you watch Josh's stream every day, you find that Josh says a lot. What does this person do? What does this player even do? And so he's looking at Enchantress and seeing, like, what are my chances at getting damage immunity? Meanwhile, M4 he's got Superman, and now that's an RB2 Spectre. He's going in with him. Let's go to the big board. An M4.
Take us over there. Take us to the big screen, and this is for the board clear for M4 as well.
Booster Gold did get the true sight.
Also, Flash,
Superman
Black Flash,
doing work. Spectre.
Black Flash opened with his 1, not his AoE.
That's true. That is very true. Now, M4 cannot kill Spectre here.
That was a big purge there.
May get a turn. He's going to try and slow him down.
That Spectre's not moving.
That Spectre has debuff immunity now, though. He cannot be stunned here. M4 is annoyed that Martian Manhunter was smart enough to do that. He turns him down, and now Black Flash can turn down M4 twice.
Yep.
He's gonna
now here goes there goes
Spectre. And the big kill from Booster Gold.
There it goes. Booster
Flash
Gold coming in clutch here.
The team here. He can do a full reset, but I don't think it's going to be enough.
I don't know that there's enough damage.
M4 got a lot of luck there. That was Black Flash opening up with his basic is insane.
What kind of RNG are you using, M4? Come on. Share some of that with the rest of us.
Superman got a little low there and has no death immunity. I figure he's gonna Booster is gonna shield him.
Something could happen here. What? Okay, Manhunter's gonna get a turn, and he went after. There we go. I wanted it to be tied so bad.
Oh, not the clear shot at Superman that he did.
So there.
All right, here we go. Why don't we pause M4 and go to Josh on the big screen. Actually goes to, and we're not, just sitting around. But
sitting here.
The reason I think he's gonna go soon is Josh's heart rate went from 102 to about 120, which means that he's like making some final decisions here. Is he gonna go? Is he gonna? Maybe he just decides to back out. Maybe he skips it. But he doesn't. He's going in. He's going in. Here we go.
This is big.
Big match.
This is the risk it for the biscuit. Okay, gets enraged, gets damage immunity, tosses everything back. There goes the big Spectre.
Uses his AoE on the damage immunity. Josh has to be feeling good about that.
130.
Josh is now about. die. 140 is getting very dangerous.
Here comes Ultraman. I mean Ultraman. Um, is he gonna AoE? Is there's
Josh
one
does have
evasion.
he has the can't miss with Superboy, so that should be enough to handle Harley and Cassie. It's that Spectre that he's got to handle
He
very quickly. Throws
he's
down
got.
the debuff immunity.
Now remember, Josh has been using the not Harley, Harvey.
That's the damage immunity from Enchantress. That's huge.
That's big. Stuns Harley. I guess that makes sense, right? Make sure she doesn't
Right?
taunt.
Maybe. I might stun Spectre though, because he can't shake the stun off with that many debuffs. You just don't want Spectre going ever. And
Yeah,
that's
there
what
he
he
goes.
does. He gets that stun on
Stuns there.
Spectre. Smart move. Can he get the
And
kill on Spectre?
here's the this is he's playing as Harvey right now, right? Okay, so
And he
he's just
gets
gonna
the
use
big
that
kill on
basic.
Spectre. That's huge. That is exactly how
Big.
he should have played it. Nice little AoE
Big.
from Enchantress because that's a heal from Ultraman triggers Enchantress's passive. Probably don't want that Cassie getting
Oh,
those beats off, but Enchantress can flip all those back.
yeah, she can toss those back. That's totally.
For
I
Josh, I
think
would do Call Assist Enchantress here. Two-Face
okay
directed Call Assist Enchantress, but he's considering just going for the AoE kill. He won't take any retaliation damage from Cassie because
because he
he's got the
has that
damage
damage
immunity.
immune. Nice.
He gets the
Woo.
damage immunity again. This one looks like a GG at this point. Josh has to be feeling good that he went in on this match and didn't
Yep.
avoid it.
There goes Harvey just obliterating Cassie somewhere, mostly costly
So
scrying.
all of Josh's little pre-game research paid off when he learned what Enchantress does and who she is. Great.
All right,
Big
you
match
guys.
for Josh. 75-5. He's now through
We are
two
through the
boards.
first two boards for both finalists, and we have 1 point separating
Yeah.
them.
You can't write this.
Now, here's the difference.
No. M4 gets a bot board. Oh my goodness.
Oh
Oh,
no!
oh my god. M4, you should be ashamed of yourself, M4. You
This
should
is
refresh this
filthy.
board. This is oh my goodness.
Oh jeez,
Is
Josh is just
M4
jumping
gonna
in.
win? Is M4 gonna win by 1 point because he's got this boss board?
So this is good. So what I was explaining, the scores look a little off, even though they're both through the first two boards. The scores are off because M4 has a lost match. So they've both played two
Yeah, I
boards.
think
M4 has played 21 fights. Josh has played 20. Josh just lost tunes, not a full match.
right.
So
And
that's
so
why the
right now,
scores look
for those
a
of you
little
going
different.
with what's going on the left, Josh is tanking again because he did rise into the top 1500, so he's got to get back down. That interesting thing about the bot board, if I'm not mistaken, M4 actually pushed for bot boards to be banned.
And here he is. He
Oh,
does
there they
have
all are.
intro. He does have intro from the Owls on that board, but I highly doubt he goes after that team because he can now
If
pick and choose.
M4 had an ounce of honor, he would play that intro match. He would play those top teams at the top. He would
No, he's
skip
not. He's not gonna play
Honky
it. He's going for the
Tonky,
win.
the Invisible Jet fan, but does M4 have an ounce of honor in him? Let's find out.
Oh no.
I
M4, go
I,
for the dub.
I don't think
Go for the
so.
dub. The dub brings honor.
If M4 wins by
Oh,
one
man.
because he gets the bot board, that would be just incredible. Now, I will say this. This is post rework. So at least the Supergirl can do a little bit of work.
Do a
You
little bit
know,
of difference. Yep,
it's
yep, yep.
not the end. But as of right
Josh is
now,
over here working hard to get back into the correct ranking.
I mean, as of right now, M4
his refresh.
really tanked the drama of this matchup by pulling that board.
Oh, Josh is actually in the right ranking. He's taking a look at some of the teams.
Now, M4 is paused or is not paused. He is active, but he's pausing to think because all these bot teams are pretty decent now.
Yeah, it's a little different, right?
He's probably
It's a
reading up
little
on
different.
Supergirl, making sure he knows kind of what she does. If I were him, I would probably just avoid Supergirl and play these other teams that he knows what they do. Man, oh man,
There's
M4. I just Josh now
1558 for Josh.
1558,
Okay.
so he's now going to refresh and get his real board here. Who knows? Maybe Josh gets a bot board. Let's find out. And Josh does
Definitely did not
not
get a bot
get
board.
a bot board.
But he didn't get too many Superman teams.
Got a 41K team. Now, for those of you, again, just keeping track, they only have 5 matches to play left, so they can pick and choose on their final board here. They don't play all 10. He's got Kage on his board, who kind of notoriously has level 70 tunes. That might be a good matchup for him. M4 going in on the bots. You can hear the dejection in my voice to watch M4.
Now, wouldn't it be? We'll see. I think this is close. Wouldn't it be something if a bot team just happened to pop?
I don't want to root for either competitor to lose tunes. I want to see the best play, but watching a bot take a tune off M4 would be a glorious thing to witness. And I will say this: in the last siege, M4 did lose a tune during siege to an Arcus, if I'm not mistaken, on a bot team.
So maybe
or
he
maybe on a
avoids
regular.
those.
Yeah,
Maybe he avoids those Arcus teams.
yeah, he's
Because
picking and choosing.
he only gets
ones
to play 4 matches. He only gets to play 4 matches. He can kind of
Right.
pick and choose what he wants over there, and that will be good to go.
Josh facing a player Huntress Earth 2.
With Huntress lead.
Huntress lead. So that's very on brand for Huntress Earth 2.
Yep. Man, my voice is starting to hurt. All right, Josh is jumping in. Right here.
I wonder, I mean, could this come down to a tie? If M4 does drop one tune somehow, could this come down to a tie?
And the tiebreaker would be time
3-star
in the match. Well,
First
3-star matches would
first
be the same if they both win out, but M4 only loses 1 tune here. They both would have the same amount of 3-star wins.
Right.
Because M4 lost a match and then he lost a tune. While Josh lost a tune or lost 2 tunes, lost 3 tunes. So that's
So
2.
it would
It
come
would
down
be
to time.
match. It would come down to match time.
Which we would love to calculate on stream for you. We would just love
Oh
to
dear God!
just do that live, and it's like the equivalent of like a baseball game ending on a call to New York. Just totally suck the drama out of it, but
We're
hey,
gonna take it to the tape.
we'll do it if we have to.
We'll see.
Or looking at Olsen Photo, the fearsome Supergirl team that we've all come to know and love. Josh looking at a Yara on the other side of the board here.
And it's all blue though, so you know Josh is going with the poison Two-Face, right?
Looks like Josh maybe now has crossed into after reset on the game that he's playing, maybe? Because we now see bonus tunes on the other side. So we haven't seen that yet this final.
I don't think Josh has played against any of the bonus tunes.
Maybe that's what it is. I know Deadshot Hired Gun is one. Yara is one. Blue Beetle, Bane. Maybe that's why we saw that Bane in there. M4 taking his time on this bot team.
What's he decide? He doesn't
I
want
guess
to do Supergirl. He doesn't want to
yeah.
see any Supergirls. He's gonna probably stun Arcus here. Maybe go for the kill on Huntress.
M4 did say that he did have a little bit of trouble in red alerts with a Supergirl team. So that could be what he's just worried about here is he's just making sure that she's not going to do anything, playing it safe.
80, 88 and 4.
Why don't we pause M4 and catch up on Josh, who just dropped another big poison bomb and is now 83 and 5. Let's get Josh a little bit ahead since we know what is facing here.
I might even say let's finish out Josh.
Yeah,
let's finish Josh out here. He's got 3 more matches to go. He kind of can pick and choose what he wants to see. He's taking a look at Kage's from the Owls team here, looking at okay, they're all level 70s. It makes it easier, right? It makes it a little less scary when you're facing all level 70s there.
This is not a particularly hard board for Josh. I will say this: like we're giving M4 a very hard time about facing a bot team, but Josh is looking at a lot of low 30K teams.
That's a team right there.
I'm not sure that I would pick this one if I were Josh. I don't know.
There's another Bane though.
There is another Bane.
Well, technically he could go. There's no taunter. There's no debuff immunity. This could easily be another Cheetah poison dead.
Poison Two-Face. Yeah, I could see it.
Right.
I don't know why you would risk it with Azrael having crit immunity and Spectre having crit immunity and like potentially.
I think the true damage from poison is kind of what he's probably banking on if he runs this team here.
Yeah, I could see it.
Maybe, possibly, potentially. It's a potential.
But he has those very strong reds, and this is a team that has no greens on it, so probably feeling good about it.
He's changing something up here. He's changing something up.
Is he looking for Enchantress? Who is he looking for? Oh, the Martian Manhunter.
Okay. And the Cheetah off lead.
Which is
he's done that a few times.
Yeah, quite a bit. Which is
a few times.
Good.
This is a go fast, go kill them all team is what this is right here. You get the 20% plus 20% if he chooses to do the 20% from Cheetah.
And that'll beef up Two-Face quite a bit.
Okay, here we go. Changing it up again. Putting Darkseid in.
Darkseid.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so maybe thinking, okay, Cheetah's faster than all those, so Cheetah can still go and give turn meter up to everybody, and then maybe Darkseid calls Cheetah in to put bleeds down.
I guess my thing is like if I had to think this much about a match, I probably would come back to it because he only has to play 5 of the 10 matches on this board. So I might just back out and say like I'll come back to this. But again, he's got these big bopping reds, and they shouldn't be a problem. I'm not entirely sure what the holdup is.
This is still running, right? Yep. Okay, and then he backs out.
and then he
backs out. Okay,
that's exactly what I was talking about. So he's just gonna look and find and make sure he's got the best matchup. There is T-Sup Poo.
T-Supo.
This is a Harley team with Hal on the other side and a Rebirth 2 Wonder Girl.
And a Rebirth 1 Spectre.
DeBoy, how dare you?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Because M4 got a bot board does not mean this is over. All right. We want you all to stick with us to the end.
I apologize. That was a mistake.
How dare you? It's not like you totally have been lacking sleep because you have a newborn
Oh, yeah,
child. How dare
definitely,
you?
definitely not 3-week-old little baby
Right.
boy waking me up all hours of the
Josh
night.
right now looking at Spectre Red Robin, both banned from his team, but maybe he just wants to get wild at the end here.
Yeah, it's possible. It's possible here. Let's see. Is he gonna? He does roll Enchantress versus Harley a lot.
Yes, that's the most sense makes the most sense for him. And he's got
Okay.
Impulse just to get a little bit of turn meter.
Cheetah off lead again to give buffs up to the Two Face. And okay, Josh. Oh
Wow.
my God.
Okay.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. So he goes back to this. He has to bring Ultraman here to negate the Shiva, I would assume. Right?
Yeah, you would think so.
And then after that, it's just an easy peasy impulse with poison, right?
I would think so. I think that should handle everything. The cheetah poison alone. Yep. There's the
Poison.
poison.
And then the impulse to negate the Black Flash. There we go. Okay.
Run it. Press
Run it.
battle.
Press it.
He's
Don't do it.
lamenting
If you
the
back
yeah.
out again, we're gonna have some
He's
problems
lamenting
here.
the Kilowog that he wasn't allowed to bring in because M4 didn't ban anybody from his team.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. This is I cannot believe that M4 got a bot board. Okay, we're in. We are in. Here we go. 3 more matches for Josh. This is 1 of 3. There goes the AoE from Shiva. He's gonna
Tickle.
stun Spectre. Okay, good. The stun did land there. Put some bleeds down, and then poison's going next, and it's just gonna be a big. Oh no, wait, just kidding.
Yeah, take a
Ultraman.
couple hits on him first, get a little,
Yep.
and then
And then
boom.
there's that. And geez, oh my gosh. There we go. Okay, 88 and 5. That is, um, that is
He's 7-5.
pretty.
And he's got 2 more matches left. So he's at 92 right now, taking it 100.
We got 2 more matches, and I do think Josh's video is coming to an end here. So I think that these two fights go pretty quickly here. I think he kind of decided he probably has looked through all those teams and decided, okay, I'm gonna fight this team and I'm gonna fight that team. Probably not
Not
that one.
yeah, skip the Enchantress Harley situation. Here's a dove. He
This
does have
looks like a
super girl.
this does look like an easy peasy Dr. Poison again, no?
You think so?
Cheetah Impulse Dr. Poison?
Get the stun on Barda. He's looking Two-Face. Why?
Probably for maybe more AoEs.
And because he doesn't need Impulse because it's a Barda lead, so his
Oh,
team
right. So
will
he
go
just goes
before
first,
Black Flash.
anyways.
Yeah.
Correct. Okay. So Josh is deciding. So I think these are the 3 that he's going to bring here.
Medfill appearance.
Medfill.
If you don't watch Josh's stream, when Josh does challenges and he brings like a full roster in, he often feels compelled to use all of them, and that might be what he's kind of feeling at the end. He's like a little league coach where it's like, oh, we got to get every kid in there. We don't want
To
the
play them
parents to
all.
get mad at us and stuff. Play them all. Those kind of stupid rules. And
He
um,
brings Medfill.
he does bring
Interesting.
Medfill, and so Firewings is like Medfill's dad here. And Josh kind of as a
Yes.
throw, as a shout out to Firewings is like, let me just get Medfill in so I could say that I used him, put him in left field where the ball is never going to go, and let's see what happens.
So he now puts himself in a situation. He has to hit Barta here with Cheetah.
Yeah, I mean,
This could go
and he
badly.
gets lucky that no proc on Barta. He gets
Okay.
very
Well,
lucky with that. He's going to call assist, most likely Cheetah to throw some more bleeds down, but
just
Barta
throw
is
some
going to get
more.
a turn. Or is he just going to
Or is
AoE?
he just gonna decimate everybody? Does he? I
AoE
mean,
will kill Black Flash and Wonder Girl. And it
okay,
does.
there goes that. And okay,
So
Barda's
now he
taunting now though.
can, yeah,
Now Barda's
he can
taunting.
just AoE with poison, and he should be fine.
He's thinking
And he
about putting death immunity on someone or taunting. Curious. He's hovering, maybe thinking the lights. Thinking, okay, what can Dove do here? Taunts.
so
Okay,
takes his
does the taunt.
He's not worried about the evasions because this AoE is the most ridiculous move in the game and can't miss. There goes Dove. And we
All
should
right.
get just the
Well, there's
bleeding out, I guess. Okay. Moves him up
there you
to
go.
91 and 5. We are now into Josh's final match.
Okay, so 91 and 5. This is a phenomenal run. Both contestants had more than 10 losses last TOL.
Yeah, I
In
mean,
the
Josh has to
finals.
be feeling great right now. He has to be feeling
And
absolutely great with himself.
this is live for I see a little bit. I'm trying not to read too much of the chat right now, but I do see this is live reactions to the TOL videos here. It is me and Zubaz are sitting here talking. It's if you're watching Monday Night Football, it's 17-17. Not that I checked the score while we were waiting for Josh to start, but it is 17-17 in Monday Night Football as of right now. So that should also corroborate the fact that it is a live recording right now or live play.
M4 says you can make me say stuff. You can't make me say anything. Okay, Mustachio, fine. I'll say that M4. Fine.
We're not reading the chat most
Really?
likely. I don't know how Zubaz has it up. I have the stream on a monitor over here just to have it up. But I am watching the videos and watching the matches on the other screen on my left. So that's why we're not really responding to the chat here.
Unlike DuBois, I am a professional, and so I have a monitor with the chat. I have two separate monitors, each with their own stream of Joshurawrs and M4. I have two other monitors. One has live reaction shots of Joshurawrs right now at home, and one with M4 at home, so I can see how they're reacting to this. We have it all in the production studio here in New Orleans. DuBois just kind of rolled in. You could see just rolled in a sweatshirt. And it's just like, oh yeah, I'm here. Yeah, okay.
You know, I'm here for it.
It's fine. So looks
But
like
anyways,
Joshurawrs is going to go after this Kage team here. Level 70 tunes.
He's got to be thinking like, okay, level 70 is got to be easy. But now I will say, Zubaz, and you haven't seen a lot of it, or at least I haven't seen a lot of it. The Chemo Dr. Poison combo is also pretty spicy.
Yeah, I'm not too concerned about it if I'm Josh here. I think that this is an easy win. The only thing you have to worry about is killing in the wrong order and Black Mask getting a little spicy on you. But I think you should be okay. If you throw down Martian Manhunter's debuff immunity, if you get that off, you should be fine.
And you can not get the Doom from the Chemo, right? Interesting. Here we go. Let's see. Let's see here. He's going for the buff. Two-Face is gonna now put the bleeds down. It's a Logitech headset, Mahesh.
Here goes
okay, that's it. Level 70 tunes.
All
just
right.
got smoked.
Josh finishes
95 and 5.
Where did he go wrong? Where were the 5 tunes that he lost? It was just from Superman,
on the first
right?
board. It was just Superman on the first board.
First board, and Superman killed all of them, if I'm not mistaken.
He ran a perfect second board. And
that is an incredible run. I believe that would have won all of the previous Tournament of Legends.
All of the previous TOL finals that would have won. I believe actually. someone might have had a really good first run. I don't remember. We're taking it full screen to M4. M4's got 2 matches left to go here. He's
They
got
are
3. Our
most
production.
likely bot teams, but let's see.
We'll see if he ends it on a not bot team. I could see M4 playing these bot teams and then leaving one team for the end here, just to. M4 has a flair for the dramatic as well, so we'll see.
I
M4
would
likes to
say
win.
the exact opposite is that M4 is the least dramatic person
I think
that I
M4
know.
M4 has a closet flair for the dramatic, especially in events like this. I think.
Chosen is saying in chat that he went 98-2 in the
Yeah,
TOL finals.
I did think that someone did only lose 2. It was Chosen. Good job, Chosen on the first TOL of all time.
For those of you that have never watched before, our first Tournament of Legends Chosen was the winner. Second one was M4. This is finally our third one. And M4 makes
M4 is the first two-time finalist. No, second two-time finalist. I apologize.
Asking me what is in our drinks. I'm drinking water. I do have 3 separate water bottles that I have been drinking from.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man.
All right. This is the last match. Is he gonna end it on the bot team here, or what is M4 gonna do here? This is 92-4, final match of the TOL, the third TOL. Looking at the bot team, M4, ending it at the bot.
You know what's funny is we're gonna get 2 new rules from this, and we're gonna wind up calling them the M4 Rule 1 and the M4 Rule 2.
That's exactly what's gonna happen.
One of them is gonna be the super that you can't use new tunes in the middle of the tournament, and the other is that if you get a bot board that you do have to refresh. We're gonna wind up with 2 new rules specifically because of M4 here. He goes in on this bot board. He doesn't really think much about it.
He goes in. Here we go.
Anything happen here? Can Arcus do something?
Can Coda do something?
Coda. Brainiac gets his shield from Stargirl.
No, Castaway's not going to get a chance. There it is. I think that's it. I don't think that there's anybody else on this team that's going to be doing the damage.
M4 looking at a second consecutive
Tournament of Legends.
Listen, I love M4. I'm excited he won.
Point difference. Yeah. M4.
My heart is breaking for Joshurawrs right now. My heart is in a million pieces.
If Josh had gotten the bot board, Josh would have done the same thing to win the TOL.
That is true.
You always want to, M4, I'm proud of you. That's back to back. But you know what that means? That means that M4 has to participate in the next one.
True. That is true. We're going to get M4.
He cannot back out. He cannot back out now as the 2-time defending champion of TOL.
No, because every day Josh offers the opportunity for Trinity crowns. This would be the ultimate Trinity crown. 3 Tournament of Legends wins.
The Trinity crown of Trinity crown.
Let's go back to the talking screen. Do we want to see Josh's face?
I don't. Do we want to see Josh's live
reaction? We will
bring M4 onto the next episode of the Crime Alley.
Oh no! Look at him! Look at the puffy eyes. This is the face of a
M4. Congratulations!
Congratulations
on
to M4.
A phenomenal run. 95-5. Unreal.
I tried my best.
It was
he went in one point ahead of him. He went in with a 1 match better record. And he finishes the final with 1 match. It's a beautiful story. There's a lot of symmetry to it. They
say Josh cannot yet say the student has become the master.
Which
The
you guys
student
didn't
is
see.
still the student.
Which you guys didn't see. I was taking down all of the plastic wrap on the walls during this time. I thought I was gonna leave it up, but no. So when you guys are talking, I took it all down.
There has to be a loser. Unfortunately, there has to be a winner. There has to be a loser.
And if you're not first, you're last.
Yeah, I am shocked. You know what? When I went 95-5, I was pumped, and I talked to Amanda immediately afterwards. I said, if M4 beats my 95-5, he beat me. Like there's nothing like
95-5 is phenomenal.
That was probably the best I was gonna do. Those two Superman's teams were insanely hard. Even in that one Superman match, I killed them all. It was just a 1v4. Superman almost 1v4'd my fully overhealed team or whatever it was, and I couldn't believe that happened. But 95-5, that was what I could do. And M4, what do you expect from him? What do you expect from him?
Both of you guys, okay? 15 total losses over the tournament for M4.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
17 for Josh.
Yeah. Toon losses.
That is insane. Point losses. Yeah, points.
Yep.
17 points, 15 points. Insane. Most people lost more points than that in the first round.
Yeah.
Right? Zubaz lost more points than that combined in the first round.
No, listen, Zubaz purposely tanked.
I forgot.
Because he was focused on a little something called Siege, which, by the way, Zubaz won the reigning world's finest in Siege. Because okay, let's not come for anybody here. Boy, who your excuse? Oh, ate a baby. Yeah, okay, all right.
Oh man! Right. So going into those, I wasn't feeling confident going into these finals. I really wasn't, and the fact that I put 95-5, I thought I was money, because M4 also wasn't that confident, and it was just all the talk. Like even Zubaz, you said it before the stream or at the start here, you were predicting scores potentially in the 70s and 80s with what we were working with, and so the fact that when I went 95-5, I thought I did it. I thought I did it. So
it was close.
It was as close as it can be. 95-5 versus 90. He beat me by 1 point.
Part of me is glad that it did not come down to a tiebreaker, that we didn't have to sit here and calculate the time on stream. I'm glad it wasn't that, but just amazing. And this was, everybody should go back and watch some of these matches to see what they pulled off. It was incredible. And
the teams they pulled it off against. Yeah. Right. With limited rosters, that's the beauty of the TOL.
It takes so much. If you see Spectre, you have to bring Spectre. If you see Black, you don't have to anymore. You just saw that.
You don't have to. You can't do any of it. Right. You can't bring them in this. And these guys, over 5 rounds, they lost 17 and 15 points without using Black Flash, without using Spectre, without using Azrael, without using the reset team of World's Greatest Detective and Donna Troy. Phenomenal runs to both of you guys. I think it shows great. Obviously, we know M4. I think with this also, I think if we had trophies for this, Josh would get the most improved trophy to go from.
That's what he wants to hear right now. That's exactly what he wants.
Josh is so known to be so bad at the game. The fact that he did this, God. I really thought I had an amazing chance to win. But again, big congratulations to M4. This is impressive. No one's ever gone back to back. No one's done it.
And here's one other thing, right? M4 was this close to losing Superman so many times.
Oh my God, I couldn't.
So many times. Yeah. It was for those of you out there at home who don't think that Superman has survivability, come back and watch the TOL, and M4 will show you that he does. But I think M4 will come on the next Crime Alley cast. We'll have him on there, congratulating him, talking to him a little bit, seeing what he thought when he finished his match, his run, how confident he was. is there? What else we got? Is that?
I just want to say,
Congratulations, M4.
Yeah, I just want to say, if anyone out there they want to join the TL, it's free to join. It's a lot of fun. It is stressful. I'll say it. Like, I was stressed out, but that's part of any tournament you care about, any competition you care about. You get stressed going in, but it's a lot of fun. So just it's free to enter. Join it. We want to make this as bigger every time. We want to make it bigger and bigger. So I hope even more people join.
The more fun it becomes.
Yeah, the more people, the more fun it becomes. More alliances get represented. That's my big goal.
Yeah,
and if
but
you don't have
this was awesome. I mean, I'm also glad that it came down to one match like that. Again, like as I said, we don't script this. We don't edit it. We don't do anything. So when M4 lost that one match at the same time that Josh was at 5, it was perfect. It was come every time for the drama.
Yeah.
Come every time.
But I think that's going to do for guys. Everyone, thank you so much for tuning in for this. This was a long road. It's a month-long competition, and I'm wiped out. But guys, you guys did a great job. I knew you guys would. So is there anything else we want to say?
I think that's it.
That's it. That's it for me.
All right, everyone.
Prime time out of our minds.
You guys, till next time.
In
January is right. The next Tournament of Legends. So get your tunes ready. Gear up. Throw down. Tournament of Legends.
TOL, the hardest one. The Frozen Tundra. Let's go.
Bye, everybody.
This broadcast is copyrighted by the TOL for private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the TOL's consent is prohibited.